saw a lot of those things yesterday in this joint practice setup. I mean, where to start? Trevor continues to shine. The red zone offense has been particularly good. You know, the Jaguars got into the red zone the second most in the NFL last year, made the second most trips inside the red zone. And they're pretty good at converting them into touchdowns. They were like 10th, I think, in red zone conversion, but that's still a gap. That's still a gap. But the Jaguars are like 61%. The leader, I think, was the Eagles last year, 77% touchdown conversion rate. So, you know, that's you leave 4 points on the table 12 times, adds up. So, that's something that has looked very sharp, was the point I was going to make, whether it was the practice in New Orleans or again yesterday. So, Trevor has been sharp, continues to look sharp. That goes for the passing game all around. Brian Thomas Jr. had a day yesterday. I saw Devin Lloyd commented on Brian Thomas Jr. I'll share that with you this hour. But Trevor and his processing of the offense and making the right plays, he's been accurate. He's been smart. Yesterday, if you were total him up, probably 6-7 touchdowns. He did have one interception. But his sharp camp has shown no signs of holding this team back from its continued evolution, hopefully dynamic. We saw the rookie tight ends flash yesterday. That's right. We got a Nate Borkshire sighting. He and Koziol each had touchdown catches. They each rumbled pretty good with yards after the catch. The edge rushers seem to dominate. Josh Hines-Allen and Trayvon Walker, whether it was team drills or individuals, seemed to be whipping whoever was in front of them. Travis Hunter in absolute lockdown mode. Here's the deal with Travis Hunter. If you don't see him mention their name, that means nobody did anything on him. Because if Tet McMillan beats Travis Hunter, it's a headline. If he beats just about everybody else, which was part of the narrative yesterday, he did have a big, especially at the end, Tet McMillan got going. He's a heck of a player. The Jaguars are showing a lot of 4 cornerback formations in their defensive scheme. And it's proving to be effective. And I think we're going to see a lot of that this year in obvious passing downs. I think you're going to see Monteric Brown, Travis Hunter, Jarian Jones, and Jordan Lewis all on the field at the same time. Jarian Jones had a great camp. I mean, we've mentioned his name, it seems like over and over and over, and he stood out again yesterday. So expect to see a lot of those Jaguars cornerbacks on the field at the same time this year when it comes to obvious passing downs. You got 4 guys there aren't afraid to get their hands on the ball. I mean, we know what Travis Hunter has done in his amateur career, and with more reps at corner, you're going to see a lot of shutdown, a lot of lockdown, and a few picks. But Jarian Jones, Jordan Lewis, and Monteric Brown, all pretty good if they get around the ball of pulling in interceptions. So can they keep that turnover train working this year? May show up in a little bit different form or fashion because, like I said, they seem to have those 4 corners on the field at the same time an awful lot. And they're 4 really good players, 4 starting caliber players. Perhaps we forget and we don't quite give the due to the turning over of the roster here in a short time by James Gladstone. And there you've got a couple of guys that were here, right? And Monteric Brown and Jarian Jones, who continued to develop last year under Campanile. And you got 2 that were brought in by James Gladstone with Travis Hunter, obviously in that big trade, and Jordan Lewis last year in free agency. But compared to the 4 corners that we had running around 3 years ago, what a difference. The receiver room, again, some here, some added, continues to blossom. And with Parker Washington out for the week, Brian Thomas Jr. took advantage yesterday. So a lot of positives, not a whole lot of negatives. Really, the only negative shade that was thrown the Jaguars' way yesterday is there's a lot of opinion out there that they got dead weight in that trade. Be that as it may, you got a guy who has started every game for the last 2 years for a good team, the Baltimore Ravens. So he is certainly a warm enough body to fill in here in a pinch. I thought Hick made a real good comparison. He basically he just got Patrick McCarry stats. The analytics on winning his offensive line battles, the snap counts, the starts, those sorts of things. So, look, I think it just shows between Makari out and Wyatt Milam out and still no Cole Van Lannon that it just, and other offensive line injuries, there's a need there. And so they used one of those bevy of late round draft picks to go address it. Whether they are rich enough that they can address it until October and cut bait if they need to, or whether they see something or can bring something out that others haven't yet. But the evaluations, some of them quite personal, weren't kind yesterday as Daniel Lele gets sent to the Jaguars. He had been with the Ravens under John Harbaugh. He went to the Giants. And, after this short period of time, the Giants felt like they could deal him. And so, that's player had history with his head coach there, John Harbaugh. But now he's a Jaguar. Not part of yesterday's workouts, but I'm sure will be immediately inserted into that offensive line and get him up to speed as best they can. So we got a lot of Jaguars talk. Trevor and Liam both met the media after yesterday's practices, and so there's a lot to get into there. It's such a fun time of the year, man. Best thing about preseason game number 2, there's only one more left, gang. What is today? Thursday. It's what are we, 3 weeks away from talking about the opener, right? With the opener, but yeah, is it 3 weeks from today or 4 weeks from today? Either way, it's coming fast. Preseason game on Friday night. Good day to go through the logistics of what the stadium's going to look like on game day this year as we play through the construction and get the stadium of the future ready for its official debut in 2028. But lots of Jags news. Lots of news around the NFL. We'll save much of it for the football fix. I did want to mention a pretty noteworthy headline that came out of the division yesterday. The Houston Texans have had terrible luck when it comes to their receivers staying healthy. There's Tank Dell, who missed more than a year. Remember, Stephon Diggs went there, got off to a quick start. He tore an ACL. They had a rookie, their rookie from last year, second-year player, Jaden Higgins, was really having a good camp, who they're really counting on to emerge as a playmaker. He was a second-rounder last year, running a route in the end zone yesterday, fell awkwardly during red zone drills, and has suffered a torn ACL. Started 10 games last year, had 525 receiving yards, 6 touchdowns. So as a rookie, not bad. And so they turned more to Xavier Hutchinson, Tank Dell, and Jalen Knoll to try and find that piece opposite Nico Collins, who has had his own injury issues, by the way. Colts beat him to the punch, perhaps. They signed Keenan Allen earlier this week. That seems like a pretty steady, good veteran addition if you are hoping to be a contender and have a hole at receiver. Keenan Allen would seem to be a good, safe, smart way to fill that. Well, the Colts jumped on that earlier this week, so we shall see. We do have NFL football tonight. Again, how you choose to watch your preseason football, I guess that's up to you. The ESPN game tonight will be Raiders-Texans. We got a late one out west, 49ers-Chargers, so Jim Harbaugh will face the former NFL team that he once coached, the San Francisco 49ers. Tomorrow's slate, relatively light, and, of course, our eyes will be here in Jacksonville. The Jags 1-0 in the preseason after that come-from-behind win over the New Orleans Saints last week. We got other news and notes and sports storylines to touch on this morning. I've got a column for your Gator football optimism this morning, if you would like to digest that. If you wouldn't, you're going to chew on it anyway. The Gator basketball season is coming fast, and there's going to be a lot of attention on that Florida basketball team, and we have beaten it to death just how much they've returned. But the real, key piece to that is Thomas Houck, and just where does he rate nationally? The players of the year in college basketball, it's become form of late that it's a freshman. You can't go to the NBA right away. So last year it was Boozer. The year before it was Cooper Flagg. Zach Edey, the big. I'm talking about like from a preseason level. If you're picking the preseason player of the year, or in this case, it was a It was a candid survey of college basketball coaches asked to name the best player in college basketball in 2026. So you'd figure Thomas Houck would show up. I'll tell you exactly where he did show up. It's going to surprise you, I think. We'll make our way around to this, to that this hour. Like I said, it's a real fun time of the year. Baseball is real fun right now, unless suddenly you're a Braves fan. And, man, club is struggling, putting it mildly. I'm starting to sense some dissatisfaction among Guggen Nation, my clear, calm demeanor when it comes to discussing Braves baseball during this sudden free fall. But that's the route I choose to take. I have enough stresses and anxieties in my life. I got a good baseball team. Hopefully they can at least be a wild card team. I'm a smart enough, savvy enough baseball fan to know there's no way that this Atlanta team has constructed as winning a World Series. But you boys go as far as you can. And getting swept at Minnesota, yeah, probably not the best plan. The Phillies have won 6 in a row. The Braves have lost 5 out of 6. You do the math, gang. They've made up 5 games like that. And the Braves lead is suddenly down to 4.5. They play at the White Sox this afternoon. And you've just kind of had in your head through the years certain matchups that you feel pretty good about the Braves leaving with a victory. I'd say that series in Minnesota would let you feeling pretty good for the most part. And they just got swept. So who knows what happens today? They go to Milwaukee and take on the best team in baseball 4-3 this weekend. So, yeah, laugh to keep from screaming. Hope to keep from ranting. But, boy, it's a hard watch right now when it comes to the Braves. Meanwhile, that fantastic story in the American League continues. Man, it is like you put 8 teams in a bag and you shake it up and you throw it out, and who knows what you'll get day to day. Suddenly, it is... let's see. I think that maybe the Twins with this sweep suddenly have taken that last wild card spot. Yeah, the Twins now with a half-game lead over the Rangers, 1 game over the Blue Jays, a game and a half over Cleveland, Baltimore, and Detroit, and 2.5 over Seattle. So, yeah, all of those teams very much in the thick of it. Over the National League, Phillies are coming fast. Braves have 7 left with them, and I mentioned yesterday they've got 3 with the Rays, 3 with the Cubs, 3 with the Brewers, 3 with the Dodgers. They got a tough schedule coming down the stretch, and holding on for that division title, I don't know, man. I think I might tend to look at it that, let's see, they would have a 7-game lead in the wild card at least. There's that, but boy, that I'm just telling you, I don't want to be too pessimistic. Ooh, it's a hard watch for the club right now. Let's come back and go camping. Let's hear from Liam. Let's hear from Trevor. Some more details from yesterday's event. By all accounts, good, solid work. It felt like they were pretty pleased with what they saw. And also, it felt like Coach backtracked just a little bit on his plan for the starters. I think, like us, he looks at that offensive line, and you have to balance risk versus reward. So more Jag talk when we return. It's a custom tree surgeons Thursday. No job too big or small. And quite frankly, man, I just tell you, they do it better than anyone else. You got to need, and by the way, won't bust your budget. This is one of the best companies in town. It's Custom Tree Surgeons, CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
60 minutes. 4 quarters. 2 teams. 1 winner. 1010XL.
Looking for something different this weekend? Experience the 23rd Annual Jacksonville Tattoo Convention. Meet hundreds of talented tattoo artists, discover one-of-a-kind vendors and artisans, and explore the collector's alley packed with Pokemon, trading cards, sports memorabilia, comics, toys, collectibles. Bring the whole family, enjoy free parking, and take in a beautiful venue. Renaissance Resort at World Golf Village. Tickets are available at the door. For event details, schedules, and everything you need to know, visit setattoo.com.
This is it. The legendary live band, Fish, returns to the road this October. Fish, Friday, October 9th, Five-Star Veterans Memorial Arena. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Jacksonville homes are selling, but it could take months and a low price, lower than you want to sell. It could. Doesn't have to. Getting top price means aggressive marketing, and Chad and Sandy Newman are the Jacksonville experts who've proven systems that are going to drive demand and sell your home. So if you need to sell now, Chad and Sandy get instant offers. Fast, easy, stress-free. Max price, they're going to aggressively market. And whether you're buying or selling, fast or max, Chad and Sandy have the proven plan guarantee. How's this for a bottom line? Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they'll buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date, agree, and move on. Keith in Atlantic Beach. I wanted to move my parents closer. They needed a lot of help getting their home ready for sale. Finding a new one. Medical issues made things even more challenging. I called Chad and Sandy because I heard their stories on the radio. The Chad and Sandy team, compassionate and professional, and got the job done. My folks' home sold the very first weekend for $1.2 million. Call Chad and Sandy today.
His name is John Osher.
I know, right?
If the stadium walls could talk, Johnny O would know.
All we're trying to say is,
Listen for Jacksonville's senior writer weekdays on 1010XL. Served up by Twin Peaks.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, it's Joe C. for Wingstop. Have you ever heard of a flavor rodeo? Now available at Wingstop. Carolina Gold, a bold blend of tangy mustard barbecue, apple cider vinegar, and savory spices for the right amount of southern sweet and tang. And Jamaican Jerk, a rich barbecue sauce infused with chilies, thyme, cinnamon, garlic, nutmeg, and sweet molasses. Finished with a savory jerk season for an extra layer of flavor. Carolina Gold and Jamaican Jerk. Now that's a flavor rodeo for a limited time only at Wingstop.
Attention men and women. If you'd like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-4477. Hairforme.com.
Your AC's broke, it ain't no joke. Call Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. FloridaHomeAC.com.
Did you know that Kuhn Flowers showrooms are filled with gift ideas for the ones you love? Hi, flying Jack O'Brien here. Kuhn Flowers has been a staple here in Jacksonville for over 75 years. KuhnFlowers.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I got to see how we came out of today. I don't want to say either way yet. I really got to go look at this tape, see how we kind of come out of it. I'll make probably a decision, over the next 24 hours. I don't want to necessarily go out there, with not your full group, right? Like the whole point of it is to try to get more continued continuity and chemistry and some game experience. So I'm just not quite sure yet.
Very smart way to look at it, and very well said by Coach Liam Cohen. So, I mean, not necessarily wouldn't do it for a reason of, they might got this guy hurt or that guy hurt, but the whole point of putting your starting unit out there, and I assume he's talking about the defense. I would think the plan would be to play the offense, rather. I think the plan would be to play the defensive starters. I don't know why not. Continue to get them more. Travis Hunter, again, by the way, focused primarily on the defensive side of the ball. The first two sessions of 11-on-11, corner only, absolute lockdown, by the way, and then ultimately went over to offense, did a little bit, not much. So the defensive starters Friday night, I would more expect to play than maybe particular offensive starters, and that doesn't mean everyone across the defensive side. You probably take a read on at least your veteran players, and they don't have a ton, man. This is a very young football team. I saw CBS Sports had a list of the best 30 players over the age of 30. Well, this is a list we can't really get too mad about. We don't have a lot of our best players over the age of 30. Josh Allen, Hines Allen, is he even 30 yet? Probably not, is he? Maybe. He wasn't on the list if he was, but I mean, it's guys age up. It's a pretty good list. Number one's the other Josh Allen. Josh Hines Allen's right on that. Over-under on him would be 30. It could be 29 still.
Take the under.
Yeah.
He turned 29 in July last month.
Okay, so he just turned 29. So, yeah, we're a young football team, man. And a team that's playing good. Listen, Liam Cohen said he challenged his team to be more physical. He's got an offensive line that's all banged up and battered, and he went to one veteran physical presence, Ezra Cleveland, and he had a talk with Ezra before, and that running game popped yesterday. They opened things up. It was, it was a lot better than what we've seen. Liam's going to speak to that in just a second, but after challenging his team to be more physical, after not having a whole lot of success running the ball against the Saints, it was a different deal yesterday.
Today was a good step in the right direction in terms of running the football and getting stuff targeted and communicated the right way. I was pleased with the way the backs were hitting the holes. Still tough to evaluate the second and third level, like what the yards actually come out to be. But I was pleased with at least the line of scrimmage at times. They've got some guys up front that I have a lot of respect for on their D-line, and I thought our guys played hard.
The one wild card, the one box of chocolate that we really don't know, and it's going to be fun on opening day to see what the starting point is Bashal Tutin, right? He didn't play much last year. We had Travis Etienne. The offensive line has been banged to heck, and it's just not, training camp is not a place for running backs to flash. Running backs have to have the ability to play through the whistle. You have to tackle them to get them down. And in training camp and in practice sessions, that's just not how it's set up, right? You tackle high, you don't take guys to the ground. And so, it's a hybrid two-hand touch at times for the running backs, and you don't get to see them fully explode. We saw some of that explosion yesterday. And so of all the players on the Jaguars that I guess I would say most excited, outside of Travis Hunter and maybe watching him a little bit more individually, Tutin would be one of them. Now, the running backs I would play. I don't care about the line. The passing game, the offensive line, there's a lot there. And again, as to what Liam Cohen said as we came back from break, the kind of wavering a little bit. He had said earlier the plan was to play the starters maybe as much as 2 series. Sounds like he might be backtracking at least a little bit on that. Other than that, Trevor Lawrence has been a real story of camp. He's been overall just beyond solid. Their performance in the red zone in particular in this joint practices has been very good. He spread the ball around. It's been different receivers over the course of, these training camp sessions that have grabbed the headlines. Yesterday, it was more Brian Thomas Jr. Trevor asked just the value of yesterday's joint practice session.
I felt like we got a lot out of today, yeah. I felt like it was really productive. Was it perfectly clean? No. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to work on, and we got to improve on. I got to improve on. But as far as just the competition, the competitiveness, the back and forth, I mean, that always feels game-like, the ebbs and flows, where you get some momentum, and then the defense, they make a couple plays, then you got to steady it out and get back on track. And I thought we did a good job of that today. Just got to find some more consistency, limit some of the penalties, some of the negative plays. Obviously, I had the one turnover, so there's a couple things that we need to work on just to be consistently better, but I thought there was a lot of great things. I thought we ran it really, really well, and we made some big plays in the passing game, too.
Trevor had a career year last year, and E.T., good morning, friend. How we doing?
How'd
the scramble go yesterday? Did you take the cash?
Man, I wish.
That's too bad. You still struggling with your golf game a little bit right now?
No, it's way better.
Yeah,
bro.
do you feel, are you freed up and a little more relaxed when you're playing a scramble because you got a wingman, you got some help?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit easier if you're, take some of that pressure off that scorecard when you got backup. So, look, do you feel like last year was going to be Trevor's best year? Do you feel like he can still be better?
Oh, he ain't even scratched the surface.
I mean, this guy was an MVP finalist last year. He had a career year. He counted for all those touchdowns, and you feel like there's still more meat on that bone, man. And a big part of it is Liam Cohen coming to town. He needed that. This perspective is fitting him better than old man Doug Peterson, better than Psycho Urban Meyer, better than Here for a Cup of Coffee, Daryl Bevel. This dude has run through a bunch of them already, and this one feels like it's a marriage made to last. Trevor was asked yesterday, and this is a joint practice setting with a lot more media here and focused in on the press conference, to describe his relationship. And I'll remind you, it's process. You know, it was a feeling out process this time last year. Trevor had to convince them to a degree that he was the goods as advertised. I don't think that they just believed that immediately. We remember that dismissive wave that Trevor gave Liam Cohen early in the season last year. Was it at Cincinnati, maybe? You know, social media made a big deal by that, but it was all hugs, handshakes, and high fives by the end of the year with these two seemingly on the same page. And Trevor's asked about that relationship with his head coach.
As far as our relationship, it's really good. We communicate, we talk a lot. But yeah, there's definitely things we're still learning about each other, and that's just going to grow and grow the longer we're together. And definitely, though, you know how people operate, and then we get in the heat of the moment. We're both competitive. I've talked about that a little bit. So you know what to expect from each other a little bit. And if we go at it a little, I think that's the cool part, is we're both passionate about it. We both care about it, and we're able to bounce back from stuff like that really quickly because we both just want the best for this team, this offense.
I remember our old buddy Jack Pyburn. Pyburn was a Bowles grad. He went down to Gainesville. He was a try-hard motor guy. He left Florida with a little bit of bad blood because he transferred to LSU, didn't get the playing time demands that he had for the Florida Gators. And he went off to LSU, played there last year. We told you he played in a preseason game for the Saints. The Bucks, was it? Didn't Hicks say he had 2 sacks?
2 of them things.
Okay, so the guy had 2 sacks. And he's in the news for wanting to go back to college football. I'll explain when we return. This is the drill. It's a custom Tree Surgeons Thursday on 1010XL.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Feel the roar of the Jaguars. Preseason tune-up number 2 brings the Jags back to the bank. The Carolina Panthers, Friday night at 7:30 on the home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. 1010XL.
In the game of vehicle performance and reliability, Atlantic Infiniti is always the top pick. This is Hayes Carlyon. Did you know that every certified pre-owned Infiniti is inspected, factory-backed, with a limited warranty, and gets the same championship-level service as a brand-new Infiniti? Every mile will feel like first class. Check out their full certified inventory now at AtlanticInfiniti.com or visit Atlantic Infiniti off Atlantic near St. John's Bluff.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, official dental partner of the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp.
Truck accidents can happen and can be devastating. Founded in Jacksonville, Edwards & Raggets is proud to serve the 904. If you've been seriously injured in a truck accident, protect yourself and your family by understanding your rights and legal options. Our attorneys are experienced in handling complex truck cases and can guide you through this. No fees unless you recover damages. Call 904-INJURED or visit 904injured.com.
Edwards & Raggets, offices Jacksonville.
Checkmate. I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, Checkmate's chessman and, you may be surprised, newfound fan of American football.
Really? You?
Absolutely. Listen to this. Duval!
It's Duval, Chester. Duval.
That's what I said. Duval!
Ball. Ball.
Ball. The point is, Brendan, with football season approaching and friends dropping by your house to watch the games, there's no better time to spiff up your garage with a beautiful, durable, polymer-coated floor.
We can even do it in team colors for the real fans out there.
Oh, that is a good idea.
A garage floor your friends will love?
Check. In a color that makes you proud?
Check. Installed by locals who can actually pronounce Duval?
Checkmate!
Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate.
Visit CheckmateCoatings.com. That's CheckmateCoatings.com.
Hey there, poker players. The World Poker Tour is here at Best Bet Jacksonville from now until September 9th.
This year's WPT series is bigger than ever with 14 tournament events, huge payouts, Best Bet live featured events, and over $1.5 million in guarantees.
That's right. Get in on the poker action and excitement and win big at Best Bet Jacksonville. See all the details at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists returns with their free bumps and bruises evaluation clinics this season. These free injury assessments are open to all schools and athletic programs. Saturday mornings through October 31st from 9 to 10 at Core Tech Sports Performance in Ponte Vedra, Preferred PT Fleming Island, and Brooks Rehab on Centurion Parkway and in World Golf Village.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, we're back on a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. No job too big or small. Trust me on this one. Custom Tree Surgeons, best in the business. And by the way, if you walk out and you see the oak trees are hanging on your roof, no bueno, man. The critters are going to get in your house. They're going to get in your attic. They're going to cause havoc. Got to keep those things trimmed back. Nobody does it like Custom Tree Surgeons. They'll leave your property looking better than the way they found it. And happy to have them on board. So every year, CBS Sports College Basketball, and these are the big boys. They're insiders, quote unquote, been around for a while. Gary Parrish, Matt Norlander. They survey 100 men's D1 coaches in the offseason, given the promise of anonymity for their enlightening answers. It's a variety of topics. So they're dropping certain topics that they ask these 100 college basketball coaches and then releasing kind of what their answers to the survey were on the various topics. Well, today's topic is who will be the best college basketball player in 26-27. Again, this preseason candid surveying of the coaches the last couple of years has led to Cameron Boozer and Cooper Flagg, who at the time had never played a college basketball game. It's a freshman-dominated list a lot of the time because they are guys that would be the number one pick in the draft had they been able to go to the NBA. The Gators have the antithesis of that kind of player. They've got a senior and Thomas Houck, who, by the way, if he indeed got the $10 million, which we believe he did, is more than, say, Kingston Fleming's got for the Atlanta Hawks, drafted number 9 overall. He'll make I think I saw $7.9 million this year. Houck can play college and make more. So we may see more and more of this moving forward, depending on how this whole NIL, until the bubble bursts. Don't know how you can keep playing college athletes all this money, but hey, it's not me. So anyway, as they ask him, who will be the best player in college basketball? Would you think Thomas Houck would get some votes? See,
absolutely.
Yeah, do you think he would get the most votes?
Oh,
without knowing the entire landscape.
Correct. Yeah.
Well, here's how it shook out. Asking coaches the following question: who will be the best college basketball player this season? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 players received at least 2% of the vote. Flory Badunga, Louisville, 2%. JT Toppin, Texas Tech, without an injury, might be higher, 3%. John Blackwell is a transfer guard to Duke. He got 3%. Tyran Stokes, he's the freshman, the big-time freshman this year, going to Kansas, got 5%. What do you think the leader got? Like, if you polled the coaches, who's the best college basketball? You know what I'm saying? Did he get 20% of the vote? Did he get 90% of the vote?
Like you said, there's always somebody that's overwhelmingly the favorite. I don't know if we have that guy. I'd say the leader probably got like 10% of the vote.
The leader got 43% of the vote, and the 100 college basketball coaches surveyed asked who's the best college basketball player this season. 43% said Thomas Houck, University of Florida.
Dang.
And yeah, more dang. Up next, just 15% Jeremy Fears of Michigan State, and 14% said Tyler Tanner of Vanderbilt. Here's what they said about Thomas Houck, these anonymous quotes from anonymous coaches. Not only is he NBA ready right now, he's back and playing against younger guys in most cases. His biggest advantage is he'll be running it back with a special group. Florida doesn't have to start over with a new roster. They've had non-traditional turnover and have guys back who are part of that national championship team. Throwback guy who's a proven winner, another coach said, oozing with intangibles. He's gotten better each year in Gainesville, and then one more on Houck. He's proven he can perform at the highest level. What separates him is how complete his game is. Impacts winning in so many different ways, can score, rebound, defend multiple positions, make plays for teammates, and consistently makes the right basketball decisions. So Florida, as good as they've been, and certainly by the end of the season 2 years ago, Walter Clayton was the best player in college basketball. But when it comes to the starting point, Florida's never had a guy considered the best player in college basketball amongst his peers, or at least the coaching peers, like Thomas Houck is showing up in this list. All right, on now to Jack Pyburn, a Bucks rookie who what I would assume is in camp today, but when the court ruling came down that all players get grandfathered in to have a fifth year of eligibility, Pyburn has become among 16 suing for a possible college football return. Several players have been granted a temporary restraining order that would allow for their return. Man, if I were mean-spirited at all and I didn't believe this guy had a really high ceiling and I were the Tampa Bay Bucks, I'd cut him today. I would. I need total focus here, boys. I don't know what game you college kids are playing anymore, but this ain't the NBA and the G League. You're here. If you want to earn a spot in this league right now, you better be all in, or good luck on your court case. We gone. But I'm not. Bucks rookie Jack Pyburn could be headed back to college after a Louisiana judge granted a temporary restraining order to the former LSU edge rusher and 15 others against the NCAA on Wednesday. It clears a path to leave the NFL and return to college football. Another courtroom loss for the NCAA. Pyburn's argument centers on the organization's 5-year clock and his injury-shortened 2023 year at Florida when a torn ACL ended his season after 9 appearances. You know, back in the day, you couldn't appear after like week 3 and keep a red shirt. Among the others who have been granted this TRO, a linebacker, James Madison, a couple of Ole Miss, 3, in fact, Ole Miss starters. I don't know how many of these guys are currently in the league, but not only, as I said, did Pyburn get the invite, but like Hicks said, he had a couple of sacks the other night. Or was that in the joint practice?
No, he had him in the game.
2 sacks in the game. That's not even mentioned in this column. Nice job, by the way, on the column. I mean, maybe mentioned the dude had a couple. So curious timing that, and maybe this is just one of those before this all happened, like this has been in the works for a while. Let's hear what Pyburn and some of these players' responses are. You know, maybe you had to put your name in this weeks ago before you even knew that you would, you know, what your future with the Bucks would be. And now, based on what we saw, perhaps it changes your mind.
And I read that, like, if he chooses to go back to school, the Bucks will maintain the rights to him. So even if he goes back, he won't be able to enter the draft. He just comes back to the Bucks.
Well, yeah, that would be strange. You couldn't play your way into a better draft position is the point there. But you know what? If you're playing for the Bucks right now and getting vet rookie minimum,
so you go
back to college and somebody will pay you $2.4 million.
Correct.
That's a reason to do it in and of itself.
That might be the reason right there.
And so I don't know where or who or what would be interested, but Pyburn among that group of 16 involved in a lawsuit to have the ability to go back to college football. And again, success in the preseason opener aside, you're not going to hit that kind of salary no matter how much you impress the Bucs down there. You're going to get a minimum rookie deal. Was he drafted?
Oh, undrafted.
Undrafted?
And he signed a 3-year undrafted contract. He got a $115,000 salary, and they gave him $15K signing bonus.
Yeah,
So
I mean, if you can get if you get anything, 10 times that going back to college,
Right.
you for the earning power alone, you would do it. So this could be outside of competitive and professional hopes. It's just how much bag can I get for 2026 for playing football. That's kind of good news, bad news. The bad news is you're included in a group that's it doesn't have any acclaim. You can't even crack the top 25. The good news is you're being positioned as one of those outside the top 25 that could be a playoff crasher. I'm talking about Florida, and in this column, 8 unranked squads who could take the opinions of AP voters to heart and prove it. In other words, yeah, you should have ranked us. The script won't be followed. There are teams that are forecast to be playoff teams that won't be. Last year, Clemson and LSU were both highly ranked. Neither made the playoff. And so there are teams that are going to come out of nowhere. Can you come out of nowhere in the rugged SEC playing, the schedule that you play, Texas, Oklahoma, Georgia, just name a few. I don't know. We shall see. But they list the unranked team's best position to wreck expectations, climb the committee's board, and unexpectedly crash the postseason party this season with a playoff berth. And at the top of the list, Florida. That's a big jump from 4-8 to the playoffs. John Summerall's blueprint travels is what they write, what to like. Teams play fast, hit hard, rarely beat themselves. Those are traits that can flip close games against a demanding schedule. Gators in final days of camp without an identified starting quarterback, but Summerall's not bothered. Philo has experience in Faulkner's system. Tramel Jones, a program favorite. Florida retained a core and supplemented with portal help at several needed spots. Roster is loaded at a couple of positions, particularly receiver. Summerall has won immediately at every stop, and Gainesville offers considerably more resources than Troy or Tulane. If Florida establishes an identity early and they survive September, they possess the roster coaching and home field juice to crash the playoff consideration. Okay. The worry. Florida plays Georgia and Atlanta, Texas, Ole Miss, Oklahoma, and Missouri away from Gainesville. Oklahoma and Missouri away from Gainesville. Ole Miss and Texas are home games. Texas would be a road game. Ole Miss should be a home game. Anyway, a brutal slate of games in hostile environments. Those aren't all away from Gainesville. I don't know if they're saying Missouri away from Gainesville. All of those games are not away from Gainesville. Oklahoma's a home game. I know for sure. Anyway, when to pay attention. If the offense finds an early rhythm and the Gators beat Auburn on the road in week 3 and start 3-0, that showdown against Ole Miss in Gainesville will garner national attention. Ole Miss and Missouri, the only ranked opponents that Florida plays the first half of the campaign. And both of those games we think are winnable. So there would be the path to a sudden playoff consideration for the Orange and Blue. Football Fix when we return. You're listening to The Drill on a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jaguars traded a 6th-round pick of the 2027 draft to the New York Giants for guard Daniel Fa'alele. 66 games, 35 starts in 4 seasons with Baltimore for Fa'alele. He's going to help out with Patrick McCary injured and could miss time with a back injury. Jaguars tomorrow hosting the Carolina Panthers at Everbank Stadium. Carolina now the 1.5 favorite, 37.5 the total. Braves dropped a 6-4 decision at the Twins yesterday. Minnesota sweeps the series. Braves will play a makeup game on the south side of Chicago today against the White Sox. Atlanta minus 115, 8.5 over the total. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keys to progress.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
You know that little voice in your head that says, I really should do something about that septic system? If your yard's getting soggy, things aren't draining like they used to, or you've caught a smell that definitely wasn't there before, don't wait until it becomes an emergency. This month, save $500 on a new septic system installation from Duck Duck Rooter. As the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida, Duck Duck Rooter will handle the whole job from permits to final inspection, and you know the work is done right. So when you're stuck, call Duck Duck Rooter, 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com. Financing is available.
Picking here, or maybe you should call me Dreamfinders Danny. Look what Dreamfinders is doing again, an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down the rate and get in the game. You heard me right, a 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in-ready homes. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in-ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. The Florida quarterback situation is interesting. Will it be Aaron Philo or will it be Tramel Jones? Whoever it is, it's the biggest decision John Sumrall may ever make. He's got to play so many good quarterbacks this year, Arch Manning, Gunnar Stockton, Trinidad Chambliss, and many, many more, that the Florida quarterback situation is gigantic. Everyone's talking about everything else John Sumrall's done, but he better pick the right quarterback. It means that much. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealerships. Frank Frangie here. The deals at Nimnik Buick GMC have never been better. This month, save up to $16,000 off a new GMC Sierra truck, the kind I drive, and I love it. Or save more than $6,000 on a new Buick SUV. Plus, 0% financing for 60 months is now available. With the largest selection of new Buicks and GMCs in the region, why would you go anywhere else? Shop online at NimnikBuickGMC.com or head to the showroom off Phillips Highway. Great prices, great interest rates. Who takes care of you? Really takes care of you? Nobody but Nimnik. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hey friends, Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Have you ever stored a gallon of leftover paint, opened the can years later, and it's rusty, crusty, and unusable? Next time, secure the lid tightly to ensure no leaks and store the can upside down. Oxygen can't get to it, therefore no rust and no crust. If you'd like more tips or have a question about a project, we'd love to help. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting. Repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting! Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
You know, when we went out against the Saints, like we were really trying not to fight, you know, like you're trying to keep it clean, you're trying to get the work in, but then, you know, you're getting thrown around, you can't get kind of punked either. And so that's not, and I was appreciative. There was no crazy fights. You know, we had a couple scuffles, but I appreciate that. Guys kind of protecting one another, protect the team, you know, and not going to take.
Not going to take. That's right. And so, yeah, they cheap shot on Tim Jones yesterday, and the Jags immediately answered for it. So there was that. It was, by all accounts, a real good joint practice workout for the Jags. Here are the highlights. Trevor, sharp as always. Running game really showed things for the first time. Liam Cohen was happy. He asked Ezra Cleveland and his offensive line to bring more physicality, and they did. BTJ continues to have a day and a camp, and boy, a lot of optimism about the Jaguars' third-year receiver. The tight ends, the rookie tight ends flashed yesterday. Borkshire and Cozio both catching and rumbling. Each had touchdown catches. Josh Hines Allen and Trayvon are poised to have big years. Will the sack totals come? They were dominant in their matchups yesterday. Travis Hunter playing more defense than offense. The name didn't come up because he pretty much just locked guys down. They didn't throw his way, or when they did, he defended. We're going to see a lot of 4 cornerback packages. Jarian Jones was very good yesterday, so they're going to play those 4 guys on the field at the same time. You better believe that. All right, more with the football fix. By the way, brought to you by Mandy at the Bowers Agency. Mandy and her dream team have, been a part of the drill now for a decade. And we keep sending satisfied customers her way. So if you want the assurance that comes with your insurance, it's Mandy at the Bowers Agency. And the home course, Jointed Creek Golf Club, is in terrific shape. Bad injury news for the Houston Texans. Jaden Higgins, second-year receiver, had, over 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns last year, tore his ACL. They have had terrible luck at the receiver position when it comes to injuries through the years. Nico Collins has spent time banged up. Tank Dell's missed over a year. Stephon Diggs went there in 4 or 5 games in, tore an ACL. And now Higgins going to miss the season. Yeah, that whole Vita Vea thing, not so much. The Bucs and Vea agreed to a 1-year extension, so that ends the hold-in. We'll see, I imagine, Big Vita for the first time when they come for joint practices next week, when the Bucs and Jags will close out the preseason. Well, your guy, E.T.
Which one?
He lit up his old team yesterday.
What?
A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown and the Patriots joint practicing with the Eagles. And, he was pretty much uncoverable. Shocker.
The boys can't cover A.J.
They try to talk about all the love, and then the bottom line, have you talked to Jalen since the trade? No. Stop telling me y'all are boys. That's like the Jalen Brown when it was asked, have you talked to Tatum since the trade?
Right,
no.
You're not
A.J.
boys.
Brown, have you talked to Jalen Hurts since the trade? No, you're not boys at all. There's a big, big fallout there. We know that, right? We've been through it. The Colts, Tyler Warren, a real good player, real good tight end, injured a groin in practice yesterday, so they'll have to monitor that. And after just an incredible year or two with Dallas, Trayvon Diggs has kind of bounced around a bit, hadn't he? Seahawks must have some serious questions at corner because they went off the reservation and got the kidnapper, Terrion Arnold.
They did.
And now they're adding Trayvon Diggs, who'll sign a 1-year deal with Seattle. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. It's brought to you by Mandy, the Bowers Agency, and the Jointed Creek Golf Club. Tee it high and let it fly, and I'll see you at the home course, the Jointed Creek Golf Club. Hick and Arrival, much more come your way. Doc Kevin Murphy in the 7 o'clock hour as well. It's a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
He scoops up the hot topics of the day and takes you into the night with hot talk and truth-telling. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Rick Ballou.
This is a gold mine. You almost let it get away.
Adding insight to truth for a fresh take.
Yeah, that is amazing. He should work for NASA or something like that.
Evenings on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hi, I'm Blake Bortles. People know I've always said if I wasn't playing football, I'd probably be on a construction site. So Next Gen Roofing finally let me live the dream.
Blake, why are you wearing a red practice jersey?
Always worn it for safety.
Right. Well, around here, the red jersey means you're the new guy. So you're in charge of garbage cleanup.
Perfect. I love garbage time. Always excelled in it.
It's not exactly what I meant.
Good thing Next Gen Roofing has real pros handling everything from family homes to large commercial buildings. Next Gen, teamed up with you.
Teamed up with you.
Catch the sights and sounds of the great outdoors from anywhere in the city. Go hunting and fishing with Jeff Logan, Captain Kevin Favor, and Captain Kirk Walls on the Nimnit Outdoors Show every Saturday morning from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Come to Monahan Jewelers store-wide 40 to 50% off sale going on now for a very limited time. Everything on display is 40 to 50% off at Monahan Jewelers. We've bought so much brand new jewelry, we need to make room for it. Diamond jewelry, engagement semi-mounts, colored gemstones, even gold chains. Right now, everything on display at Monahan Jewelers is 40 to 50% off. Jewelry's going quick, so come to Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, what's bothering you, pal?
You know me, Jason. I'm a by-the-book kind of guy.
Oh, I know.
I drive the speed limit. I take my vitamins.
Sort your socks alphabetically by color.
Blue comes before brown, Jason. We aren't heathens.
But something's got you bothered.
It's not you, Jason, but there are some other companies in your business that have people pretty upset for doing things, you know, a little sketchy.
I know.
And when people get scammed, well, it looks bad on you, too.
So let me make things better for everyone. Here, put on these sunglasses.
Whoa.
If you're worried you called the wrong company and might be paying too much or getting work done you really don't need, call us for a free second opinion.
For free? Just to make people feel better?
Life can get pretty expensive sometimes. If you worry about spending money you don't really need to, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here. On September 2nd, DraftKings Game Day arrives with massive deals, exclusive deals, and an all-day celebration for sports fans. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in all 50 states, including right here in Florida. DraftKings Game Day is the kickoff of a new season, a new era. Remember this date, September 2nd. New DraftKings customers sign up with code 1010XL, spend $5 to get $150 in rewards within 14 days. That's code 1010XL. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim. Issued in non-withdrawable predictions dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends August 23rd. Terms dkng.co/predictions promo. Nationwide based on sportsbook predictions and free-to-play sports contest availability. Varies by state.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by TopDressing.com. Following the joint practice yesterday, head coach Liam Cohen highlighted some positives.
Pleased with the way the backs were hitting the holes. Pleased with at least the line of scrimmage.
Jags are beefing up the trenches, trading a 2027 Day 3 pick for Giant lineman Daniel Falele per Jordan Schultz and Evan Barnes. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 7 a.m., it's 76 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned, as the Dan Hicken Arrival and more is coming up next right here on 1010XL at 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Yes, sir!
Kiss myself so pretty.
I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire me.
How is that ball not fair?
I don't know.
Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot.
Mind blowing.
Am I bad about that? Boy, break it down. Girls hate you.
I don't, and they go to review. It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Pete Alonso hit a home run last night, and
So I mean, it's obvious. I don't understand. I don't understand.
yeah, he
Well,
doesn't.
Uptown
He doesn't
Funk.
get demonstrative much.
Yeah,
he wasn't happy.
and
with
he was. I just don't. I don't get it. That's what I get it. If there's not video review to go back and look at, like you call it foul and then review says, "Oh, it was really fair. You missed that one." Well, you get to go correct it, and they don't. It's completely. I don't understand.
Yeah, just
nonsensical.
Off to the side, but just happy to look up and see it up there and wondering what the heck. How do they?
Yeah, they ended up losing by
5-3.
Yeah, maybe they don't
It
win
gave
even if
him
he
the
does hit
lead.
it.
I mean,
yeah, would have
it's-
given them the
yeah,
lead. That's
it's,
right. Changes the dynamics of the
For
game.
sure,
I don't
for
know
sure.
what the lead in a baseball game is. Suddenly, when the highlight is celebrating you were able to take 2 out of 3 from the Mets, it's about the best thing that's happened to the Braves in the last 2 weeks. So, see how we do against the White Sox today. Yeah,
Excited.
Well, I don't know.
Let me
So
look
we
at
make
that-
the
Let me
playoffs.
look at that glass.
Hey, I'm not looking at it really.
Let me look at that cup of your coffee. Is it
Yeah.
half full or half empty?
That's neither. It's lukewarm, and I'm just
Uh-oh.
going to see if they can make the postseason.
Is that where we are?
I tell you what has minimized the anxiety. We're not anywhere. There is no magic. They're not near good enough to win it all. Like they cannot win a World Series. They're not good enough. So at this point, I'd be happy to make the playoffs. I'm just wanting to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I'd love to win a division. If you don't win a division, it's kind of like, you can't hang anything. You know, it's just, But I don't think that's happening. I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see. But it behooved the boys to maybe win 5 out of 7. That would help.
Well, the Jags had their joint practice during our show yesterday, so obviously we weren't there. But by all accounts, they had a really good day.
Yeah.
Which is great. And the best part to me is that, guys were kind of really talking about the ground game.
Yeah.
None of it matters until it matters, but it's good to see. I'd rather it be that way than this way. And it makes me wonder if now, because they played well, that Liam might give the starters off on
Well, he
Friday
seems to be at least leaning that way. It's not, he's after saying earlier that they would play in maybe 2 series. Yesterday, he backtracked a little bit.
Yeah.
And he has a good point, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Part of the reason you do it is to get the continuity and the cohesion. And so many guys are missing that that makes sense.
Right. And the questions remain with the offensive line, but we've covered that.
Yeah.
You'll the moving parts, and hopefully guys will start getting back here soon. And it's concerning, but it's not. It's concerning because you're not getting the work in, but it's not debilitating when you keep in mind that the NFL season, the only thing you never want to hear from NFL injury is extended period of time or season over.
Correct.
And that happened in Houston yesterday with one of their receivers.
It was pretty good as a rookie.
Yeah. So it's a big loss, and it makes their...
They don't have that second guy. Dell's coming
Right.
off. They've got the Bartram Trail kid,
Right.
Hutchinson, but there's not a proven second
Well,
guy
the-
opposite.
I think it makes their... It magnifies...
The questions around C.J. Stroud.
the receiver position, and that they don't have it.
And they don't have
that
it-
loss hurts them, I think.
They don't have that young prospect tight end either. I mean, Dalton Schultz is fine, but he's an old warhorse at this
Right.
point. The offensive line, they hope they've upgraded, but every year it seems like it's a problem. So, and the reason I bring up Stroud is they're trying to determine if he's the guy.
Right.
And with all that's
Right.
not going to make it easy for him with all those other things that are
Right. So
out of
Jaden
sync.
Higgins is done, and there and Nico Collins, who's really good. Doesn't it seem like, am I missing this? Let me look. But my thought on Nico Collins is he misses time every year. Does that seem right or no? Do you feel like I think when I'm going to look him up, I'm not going to see 17 games, 17
right.
starts.
Yeah, I feel like
Nico? No, he's missed games for sure.
I feel like Nico Collins
He's
misses
missed
time all the time.
he plays like 12 games a year, it feels like.
That's kind of what I'm going to look just to make sure I'm.
Well, and it may say more, but there's also games where he plays and he leaves in the first quarter.
He's played 14, 10, 15, 12,
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, never a full 17.
Right. So he gets nicked up or whatever, and he's a really good receiver. But you can't really count on him to post a 17-17. He's never done that.
No.
In 5 years. So I think that's going down the road is going to hurt him.
He's had hamstring issues, I think, is the biggest culprit for him.
Yeah.
Nico. I think that most of his missed time has been hand. I think he had like a broken hand or something at one point, I want to say. But yeah, good. I mean, not good that a kid's gone for the year, but good that the Houston Texans have all those questions. Their questions are still there on offense. And by the way, David Montgomery is not the David Montgomery of 2 or 3 years ago when he's the other side of that dynamic duo with Gibbs. His production really tailed off last year. They used him less. His yards per carry was the least in his career. So there's no guarantee that they brought in Montgomery and suddenly they have, a feature back.
I had class yesterday, and
how did it go? Was it day 2, the second session?
Day. I feel like I also like to give life lessons to the kids.
You do?
I'm going to need you to take off the headset just a second, make the 10-foot walk.
Roger.
Over into here. And once again, a verifiable point that I was able to teach the children yesterday.
Kids, do they like when you call them children?
Yeah. This is our latest.
He's like sitting. You're kind of like.
I knew it had to do with a fake. Yeah, he's definitely been in jail. Prison.
Prison, he said. Who are we talking about?
Let's just look at it.
On the Action News Jacks.
You know what that is right there,
Lines.
Hick? That's bad parenting. I know that man's 40 years old, but that's got to go back at some point to bad parenting.
Man convicted 17 times, arrested in undercover narcotics sting, and he's chock full.
By the way,
so I pointed out to the kids, we were talking
did it
about.
take undercover to nab that dude?
Right.
So I was pointing out to the kids about the Dan Hicken tattoo theory, face tattoo theory, which is proven. I said, there's only one person. And to his credit, one young man said, Post Malone. Very good. Very good.
He's the only one we can find that has a face tat and has never served any jail time at all. Not even like a DUI. Nothing.
And what makes the theory, unimpeachable,
ironclad,
is that it clearly states in the subsection will go to or has been to or will go to.
Yeah, one of the two.
It's poor decisions.
100%.
Yeah.
If you make the decision to get a face tat, your other it'll creep into other decision making that will have you at one point behind bars, hopefully for something small and not for long.
Hopefully.
So if I decide to go get a face tag,
you will go to jail.
Just to prove this theory wrong, then ultimately I'll end up in jail.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, 5-0 will be.
Yeah, 5 for what it may not be.
Visiting.
Yeah. And I'm not saying you're going to go rob a bank or assault someone.
Right.
Something will happen to you that you will end up in jail.
Yeah, no face tat for you.
I think like the Dodgers owner may get a face tat.
He could
may be considering it. We knew
he's
that.
probably facing more like fines than he is jail time.
Probably.
Yeah.
But he has no money to pay the fines.
Well, that's why he's got to sell everything. The Lakers, now the Dodgers probably. And
he's $20 billion short.
Yeah,
you sell the Lakers for 12, you're still $8 billion short. You can sell the Dodgers for 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. You're still short.
Yeah, that's kind of how fraud works.
Yeah.
When you're a fraudster, you end up holding the bag and you owe millions and millions and you don't have it because, well, you spent it.
Well, the model then maybe doesn't work. Where you pay like mediocre people $60 million a year.
Sure, when you're spending Joe from Des Moines insurance money,
squeezing it down the road.
Yeah, I don't know the exact scenario around Walter, but I know enough. I've read enough, and the feds are deep enough into him that he's a dirty crook, is what he is, and he moved around insurance money that he shouldn't. He's just like the Madoff and all the others.
Yeah,
it's a dirty creep.
Yeah,
I watched this, bro. I won't say this real quick because I know too many people fly.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen this Boeing documentary?
No, I'm not watching that. I'd rather not watch that.
Man, it'll make you hate CEOs for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
It will.
Yeah.
I mean, flights falling out of the sky, hundreds of people dying, CEOs leaving with $148 million packages.
We're not going to discuss
Unreal.
That. Yeah. So the back to the Dodger guy, and just trying to get a little bit of a
Mark Walter is his name.
Mark Walter funneled insurance premiums from his insurance companies into other business ventures. Not illegal, but there are limits as to how much is allowable. He overshot the runway by $20 billion.
Yeah, billion. That's a crook.
Yeah.
So if you're you go over by $2 million.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. When you do $20 billion, then there's a scheme. That's a scheme.
He has until December, the end of this year,
to come up with the money
to make good on the $20 billion.
See, that's why he's selling everything.
So he sold the Lakers for around $8 billion.
He's selling Hawk for 12.
Yeah.
We told you how much a billion is.
Yes.
You know, 1 million seconds is 11 days. 1 billion seconds is 32 years. So there's your difference.
Right. No idea where the remaining 10-ish billion comes from. Accusations abound that he used the premiums to loan to the TV network so they could turn around, give the Dodgers an inflated TV deal, which in turn the Dodgers are using to help the fund the high priced players' contracts
and kill baseball in the process and shut it down for a year. The Dodgers are about to win their third straight and send the sport into labor mothballs for a year.
Yeah. So anyway, so it doesn't work. The Dodger model, the Dodger plan is, fraught with.
Well, especially if you learn that the reason they have that 320, the big difference between them and everyone else is the $300 million disparity in local TV rev.
Right.
And if you're telling me that got artificially inflated, then
right.
And baseball will never step in and punish them, though.
Mm-hmm.
They won't.
Right.
They won't cite them for the collusion that happened at the trade deadline.
Right.
When Scooball went to the Dodgers,
which I continue to maintain was a fix.
I mean, say what you want about the NBA, they at least step in those.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get our Dream Finders Homes poll question in as we turn our attention back to our Jacksonville Jaguars. And I thought about this the other day. And it's sponsored by Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars for this purpose, but also the Gators, the PGA Tour, the Tampa Bay Rays. I could go on and on, but I won't. Go to dreamfindershomes.com. Check out the incredible homes that they build, from townhomes all the way to custom homes. Interest rate galore packages are available, including a fixed 4.99. They'll work with you first-time homeowners. I think they build in 15 different locations.
15 of them things.
Just like there are 15 executive departments in the United States federal government.
15 of them things?
15 of them things. With all the different formations on the offense and, the personnel, in the end, who will lead the Jags in touches this season?
Trevor Lawrence. That doesn't count, right?
Yeah. Parker Washington, Bashal Tootin, Jacoby Myers, or other.
I would think it would be. It's got to be a back, doesn't it? I mean, a back doesn't your lead back's gonna get 100 carries at least. So yeah, I'll go Tootin.
Yeah, it got to be Tootin.
Doesn't that sound like off to you in a way?
That Tootin leads you in touches.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't sound off that your number one back leads you in touches.
Yeah,
so
correct.
I said this earlier. I don't know.
Do you
if there's,
think he's the number one back? Clear
I don't
cut?
know. It's one of the great mysteries that I'm looking forward to seeing the regular season.
They said
get
he
going.
had his best day
Yeah,
yesterday.
so we'll see. He hasn't had his opportunity yet. Everything they drafted him for, he's not had the chance to show.
I wouldn't mind seeing him run the ball a few times Friday night.
Yeah.
I think he will.
Yeah, I definitely think it's going to be him. That interview that he did, the confidence that he was showing,
Mm-hmm.
I think he got a chance.
Okay. Well, he is the winner or the leader, 47.7%. Parker's got 29. Others got 9.3. Jacoby Myers has 14. You can vote at Dan Hicken 1010. We're just warming up on
as long as it's not Logan Cook.
Yeah, that'd be bad. By the way,
we've had years.
When I got in the truck yesterday to drive to UNF, I posted the temperature in the truck.
Yeah.
You tell everybody what that says?
Yeah, it says 122. You must. Yeah, you got it.
Now, I have a black interior.
Well, yeah.
And so it's truck sitting outside in the driveway, so I understand. But good gracious, man. Come on.
It's been very hot.
122?
Hasn't been warm. It's been hot.
Oh, wait. It's a dry heat. No, it's not.
Yeah, no, it's a wet heat.
It's
on top
wet
of that.
heat.
Yeah. The night was moist. This is the drill. We'll come back with a 10-minute drill next. It's Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. No job too big or small. Look, a simple way to say it, they do it better than everyone else. So if you want it done better than everyone else and you have tree issues, it's Custom Tree Surgeons at CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Celebrating the Duval worker. The home of Jacksonville sports fans. 1010XL.
Don't buy a diamond in Jacksonville until you check out Beard's Diamonds. Hicken here. You're going to see a much bigger selection, higher quality than those chain store diamonds. You'll get a better price. You're hearing me correctly. Yes, you are. Beard's is different. It's Jacksonville through and through. They're locally owned, man. The Lupos, father-son combo, terrific people. Been doing this stuff for 40 years. You can check on their reputation. It's amazing. Value, honesty, and transparency. And they take care of us. Free lifetime warranty, free maintenance, free sizing, free cleaning, free insurance appraisals. That ain't nickel and diming you, right? And Beards loves our local heroes in uniform. Military, police, firefighters, nurses. Head on over. 25% off every day, any purchase. So take my advice and visit Beards. Get to know the local owners. Let them teach you the inside tricks of how to buy the diamond the smart way. And not just engagement rings. Man, they got case after case of gorgeous everyday jewelry. Tennis bracelets, pendants, earrings, fashion rings. Shop local, shop Beards, and get so much more for your money. Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit card, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long, drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Gators in the morning, Florida for lunch, a late night Gator snack. Whenever you're ready, the Gator Podcast channel is too. Set up by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists on the video and social channels of 1010XL.
At Cannons of Jacksonville, they know that when you're towing anything, you gotta have products you can rely on. With over 50 years of fabrication expertise, the family at Cannons can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Whether it's a heavy-duty hitch, trailer frame, gooseneck, tow bar, or any other towing accessory, Cannons will provide you with unmatched precision and durability. For all your towing needs, visit cannonsofjacks.com, where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
Flame Broiler has a new limited-time favorite, Korean short ribs. They marinate tender, boneless short ribs in the Lee family authentic Korean kalbi recipe. Charbroil them for smoky flavor. Then top them with tangy, sweet cucumber kimchi. Enjoy them in a bowl or on a plate. Order today in store or on the Flame Broiler app before they're gone. Flame Broiler, Korean short ribs. Limited time only. Order now on the Flame Broiler app or stop in today. But don't wait. Korean short ribs are only here for a limited time.
If replacing those old windows has been on your someday list, well, this is the perfect time to make it happen with the end of summer sale at Renewal by Anderson. Buy 4 windows and get the 5th free. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. But this offer ends August 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it!
All right, we got sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. E, what's the razzle dazzle today?
Live at the Florida Theater. It's Starship featuring Mickey Thomas this Sunday, August 23rd.
The Mickey Thomas.
The Mickey Thomas. And guess what? This special guest, John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band.
Shout out,
They
man.
pulling up. One lucky winner could win a pair of them things at the end of the 10-minute drill. I'll at your boy.
So I'm looking up at the replaying. We must have the NFL Network on here. And I'm looking up at the Chiefs Rams game. I'm looking at the quarterback playing right now, and you never see Mahomes much in the preseason, and it's that number 19 guy, and I said, "Damn, that guy played against us like 4 years ago in the preseason.
I think it was 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Was it just 2?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
because
not
Hollywood
the-
Brown hurt his shoulder, remember? I think it was 2 years ago.
So like last year or the year before
I
that?
think it was the year before last year, I think.
Okay, well, anyway, I'm like, this guy every single camp, and he never makes the team.
I think he does. I think he stays on, at least
the
practice
backup?
squad. No, they've had a veteran. It's been Gabbert. It's been, and now it's Fields. But I think he's been, it was Minshew even, wasn't it? Or is he Minshew last year?
Anyway, so I got a kick out of that. So then I looked him up. Alatikin.
Yeah, 24. So we played him 2 preseasons ago. That's the game that he played here at Mahomes didn't play.
Okay.
Or did he play a series? I don't remember.
No, he played a lot against us.
Andy Reid's one of those guys that'll play as starters.
Yeah.
A little bit at least.
Anyway, Alatikin did play some in the regular season last year.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he's
shout out to his 14.9 quarterback rating.
Not a good one.
No.
You're probably shooting for a little higher quarterback rating than that. The Jaguars last year, Dan, made the second most trips inside the red zone of any team in the
Heck
league.
yeah.
So while being top 10 in red zone conversion is good, because you were there so much, it means you're leaving extra opportunity. So you're 61% of the second most trips, So total touchdowns may be on par, but think of it this way. They were 61% touchdown efficiency. Again, not terrible, top 10. The Eagles were 1 at like 77%. So say you're not going to be 1, but if say you're 70%, I mean, you go from 61 to 70, that's 9 times 4. That's 36-point difference, right? You're talking about a couple points a game.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it makes a difference. So, and the reason I bring that up, if you look at one consistent the last couple of weeks in these joint practices, it's been what? They've ripped up the red zone. We've gotten those reports 2 weeks in a row. Trevor, 5 in a row in the red zone, 3 touchdowns. And so maybe that's a little hidden area that they could expect a little jump up this year.
That would be good. Speaking of the Jaguars, last 5 seasons, what divisions had the best win-loss record?
Last 5 seasons? Mm-hmm. I'd say the...
what do you think's been the best division in football the last 5 years, boys?
The North.
I was going to say that NFC
Except
West.
The Browns dumb them down, man. The West, no, the Raiders dumb them down. The NFC East, I say NFC North.
NFC North, what say you?
NFC West.
You got 1 and 2. The NFC North, 181, 157, and 2 ties. The NFC West, 181 and 159. So the North edges the West because of the 2 ties. Third place, the AFC North with 179. So it's 181, 181, 179. AFC West, 179, but there's 1 tie in the North, so they're ahead of them. Then it drops. So the 4 best, the NFC North, the NFC West, the AFC North, the AFC West. 179, 179, 181, 181.
North by Northwest.
NFC East, 171. So it drops.
Is that still above 500?
171 and 166. AFC East, 170.
Again, above 500.
NFC South, 148 and 192.
Oh.
And then
this is so if
AFC South 146, 192 and 2. The Texans have the best record in quotes, 39 and 45 and 1. The Colts are 38, 46 and 1. The Jags are 38 and 47, and then the Tetons are 31 and 54.
So is the Jags the second best record?
Third.
This is since when? 2020?
Last 5 years.
Last 5 years.
Yeah.
Well, consider one of those is a 1-win year.
Yeah.
Right? 21? Or 2 wins, whatever it was. We got the 1 pick.
2 worst records are, amazingly, the Jets and the Giants.
Wow. The Giants have been that bad, huh?
Giants 26, 58, and 1.
Do you think Harbaugh, they're getting a lot of love.
Yeah.
I saw Herms talking about them like they could win the division.
Too much.
Doesn't it seem a bit too much? You know what? It's kind of symptomatic. They have a player who gets way too much. Scattaboo, man. Everyone acts like this dude is Derrick Henry and Christian McCaffrey combined. He's not done anything. Got injured. I mean, he was okay. Wasn't he better than Tyron Tracy, who they had?
Yeah.
They went and got Najee Harris, which is weird. He's done some weird things the last couple of days. Like you went with Tracy, who was pretty good last year, and Scattaboo. What do you need Najee Harris for? He's still got Singletary. And then your offensive lineman, who you would seem to have handpicked to bring with you to the Giants, you send to Jacksonville.
Well, back to the NFC North for just a second, the best record in football. And so, you always wonder about, the quarterbacks. They must be pretty good, right? So in the NFC North since 1993.
So now we're going back way further.
Quarterbacks used. Green Bay has used 3. Since 1993.
For the
Love, Rodgers, and Favre.
Yeah, I mean, they probably had a couple here or there that had to start, but yeah.
The Lions, with Goff and Stafford, have used 9, including
a bunch until
Kitna, Harrington,
Culpepper,
McMahon, Batch, Case, Mitchell, and Rodney
Scott Mitchell.
Yeah, who ate his way out of the league. The Bears have used 14.
Wow.
Starting with 1993, starting with Harbaugh, Kramer, McNown, Shane Matthews, Jim Miller, Cordell Stewart, Sexy Rexy Grossman, Kyle Orton, Jay Cutler, the Neck, Mike Glennon, Mitchell Trubisky, Andy Dalton, Justin Fields, and now Caleb Williams. They seem set. And then the Vikings.
Yeah, they used a bunch too.
17.
Good grief.
Christian
Well, we did all the
Ponder.
ones just that Justin Jefferson's caught a pass from.
That
It was-
includes Warren Moon, Brad Johnson, Randall Cunningham, Jim McMahon, Brett Favre, McNabb, Ponder, Castle, Bridgewater. You can go on, and Bradford, Cousins, Darnold, McCarthy, and Murray. So 3, 9, 14, and 17 since 1993. Boy, Green Bay, you've had a good.
They had a good.
You've had a good.
And by the way, and well, I mean, as evidenced by it's only been 3, but 2 of those dudes are Hall of Famers,
Right.
and Jordan Love doesn't look like he's headed for the Hall of Fame, but he's certainly above average.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, he got one of those $50 contracts before Trevor, I think. So they've been high on him. He doesn't have that big year yet, though. I was looking at Love. I guess he hasn't had that, 4,500 yard, 40 touchdown year.
Right. Right.
That
I think he's higher. I think he's more. I think he's thought of
higher than his
more
stats.
highly than I hold him.
Me too.
Who, Jordan Love?
Yeah.
I think he's overrated.
You did too?
Absolutely.
Why do we all think that? then?
I think
Yeah,
a lot.
what
Well,
is it?
you know why? I tell you why. Because
his
we
name
see,
always pops
I'll tell you
up
why
all the
we think
time.
he's overrated. Because we see too many lists where he's rated higher than Trevor.
It's probably.
I think that has something to do with it. I
probably.
think that plays into it a little bit.
That
It
might.
doesn't seem like he is. Doesn't seem like he's earned that distinction.
No.
I mean, he's been in the league as long as Trevor has.
Right. But what has he done?
His best year was 2023, and that set a high bar. He went for 4,100 passing yards, 32 touchdowns, 11 picks. So that's about like Trevor's year this year.
Let's see something here.
But the last 2 years, he went 25 and 11. Last year, 23 and 6. He's got a good quarterback rating, 96.8 for the career, 101.2 last year. His big year was his third year. Again, that's the one he threw it the most. He had that was a good year, 64%.
Well, here's an interesting. Let's start with this. Trevor's played 77 games in 5 years. Jordan Love's played 57 games with 48 starts. Jordan Love does have a better record, obviously, 27 and 20. He's on a better team.
But he has
Trevor has more wins, 35 and 42.
that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Because your availability kept you out of some of those games, right? Or was Roger still there at the beginning? He was probably there.
62.8 completion percentage for Trevor, 64.3 for Jordan Love. Yards really don't matter. Yards per game would matter. But Jordan Love, 11.5. Trevor, 17.8. Trevor has 58 touchdown to interception ratios, 2.1. Jordan is
like 2.5,
83 to 31,
0.6,
2.0.
How's that 2.0? 8 to 3
interception percentage.
Oh, the percentage.
Yeah,
that's higher.
Yeah. Rating 96.8 for Jordan Love, 86.3 for Trevor. So that's much higher.
Well, I'll tell you something else that Jordan Love has had,
mm-hmm.
and that's Matt LaFleur since the day he showed up until today. And he's had the same system. He's had the same coach. He's had the same, ear.
Jordan Love has surprisingly ran for 23 touchdowns.
That is surprising.
And 1,400 yards.
That's a little surprising.
Trev. Let's see what
I got him. Are you sure? I got him with 5 touchdowns, Jim. I think you're looking at the wrong column.
Am I?
Yeah, he's got 5 rushing touchdowns.
In his career?
Yeah. He had 4 and 23, and he had 1 and 24.
Maybe I was looking at
none
Trevor.
last year.
Was I looking at Trevor?
You must have been.
That
That sounds
Trevor.
right on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Love only has 5. He's only he's not much of a runner. 500
That's what I
yards.
thought.
Yeah,
500 yards.
Yeah.
Trevor has 1,400 yards. Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, if you're starting a season right now,
But-
there's no part of me that would rather have Jordan Love for Trevor. I would feel way worse about our chances if we had Jordan Love for Trevor.
And it's funny because I promise you in Green Bay, they would say Jordan Love.
Probably.
I don't even think it's probably. It's 100%. It's just like the Green Bay version of you right now would say the same thing.
Probably.
About Jordan Love, I believe. Because he hasn't done anything to. Now, they want him to take the next step like we want Trevor to take the next step. We want Trevor to put together a whole year of how he played the last.
Well, I would say
8
this.
games.
I would say this as a comparison between Jordan Love and Trevor Lawrence. Jordan Love was with Matt LaFleur for 2 years.
LaFleur
Became the starter in his first year as a starter. That again, that's when he had his biggest year. 4,100, 32-11. That's a lot like Trevor's first year as a starter with Liam Cohen. And I'm here to tell you that 2 years from now, when he's in his third year as a starter with Liam Cohen, like Jordan Love was last year, Trevor's going to have a lot more than 3,300 yards, 23 touchdowns. A lot more. So that's just another way to kind of. And by the way, if you're wondering, Trevor Lawrence, younger than Jordan Love. Younger.
Much.
Significantly.
Yeah.
Matters.
641-1010, Concordious, come correct. Tell them what they're going to win.
Live at the Florida Theater.
Live.
It's Starship featuring Mickey Thomas.
The Mickey Thomas,
and it's going down this Sunday, August 23rd, with special guests.
This Sunday.
John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band.
John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band.
Hit me up right now. That number, 904-641-1010 for your chance to win a pair of tickets.
Let's rock.
Boy.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care. Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Your bathroom doesn't have to be completely remodeled to make a big difference. Sometimes all it takes is one easy upgrade, like a custom glass shower door from Capital Glass and Shower Doors. A new shower door can transform your bathroom with a clean, modern, completely new look. From the initial design through the final installation, Capital Glass delivers a high quality and a best-in-class experience. Stop by their new showroom in St. Augustine near the Outlet Mall or visit capcoglass.com. CAPCO glass.com.
Got a leaky faucet, a running toilet, a drain that's slowing down? If you've been meaning to call a plumber, now's the perfect time to call Duck Duck Rooter. Schedule any plumbing service during August, and while our technician is already at your home, we'll include a free water heater inspection. It's just one more way we deliver the Duck Duck standard. Honest recommendations, fair upfront pricing, and no surprises. If you're calling a plumber anyway, why not get a little bit more while we're there? When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Football season is here, and that means it's grilling season. Before you overpay at the big box stores, make a quick stop to Houston's Meat Company on Main Street. For more than 50 years, Houston's has been Jacksonville's local butcher shop, serving up quality cuts of meats, incredible prices, and the kind of service you just can't find at the grocery chain. Steaks, burgers, chicken wings, ribs, whatever's on the grill this weekend, Houston's Meat Company has you covered. Follow them on social at Houston's Meats for weekly specials.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Multi-unit hair grafting is now available at IHRS and can give you 3 times more hair in one procedure over a traditional hair transplant.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
You can grow your hair back with this exclusive new procedure. Call now for your free evaluation and see if multi-unit hair grafting or PRP can restore your hair. Call 904-777-IHRS.
My bald spots are gone. Thanks, IHRS.
IHRS is the only clinic in the Southeast to offer all proven solutions to restore your hair and is now offering multi-unit hair grafting. One procedure, more hair.
You've got nothing to lose but more hair. I feel younger, I look younger, and who doesn't want to feel better about themselves?
This year, grow your hair back. Call for a free evaluation. Call IHRS 904-777-IHRS 777-4477.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is not affiliated with the NFL or the Jacksonville Jaguars. Discussion regarding injuries is solely based on opinion. Coming up, the weekly Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Medical Report featuring Dr. Kevin Murphy, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, upper extremities, and arthroscopy endoscopy of the shoulders and knees. Dr. Murphy is a nationally and internationally recognized orthopedic expert. He's a former orthopedic consultant to the White House and the Pentagon, and currently serves as head team physician for Northeast Florida area high schools.
He's the man, he's the legend. Dr. Kevin Murphy, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. There is nobody better. If you don't know him, ask a friend, because somebody does. A Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. How long have you been practicing medicine in Jacksonville, Doc?
I got here 2006-ish.
2006?
Yeah.
Man, a heck of a run. Heck of a run. Still going strong. Still going strong. Well, NFL. And we here, our Jaguars got a bunch of, not season ending. I was said earlier, Doc, the things you don't want to hear when they're talking about an NFL player and he gets hurt. Season is over or extended period of time, because you never know how long that extended period of time is. I go to Houston yesterday. Jaden Higgins tore his ACL, so his season is over. That's it, right? You don't. There's not, hey, let's hold out hope for the playoffs. Even though the season's so very long now, we're in middle of August. You ain't coming back this year.
Right. And even, you see guys coming back sooner than they used to sometimes, but an ACL is a season ender.
Yeah, season ender. And so he'll go through and he'll have, and at this time of the year, every year, we start to hear why don't we just get rid of the preseason? And Doc, I'd be curious from a medical standpoint in the NFL. College teams do it. They don't have preseason game. They don't have preseason. Last year, Notre Dame and Miami played early. It was an awesome game. Teams played well. Didn't seem like there was, they were ready to go. How is there a medical amount of time where you need to get ready to play a football game at that level, which, keeping in mind, this is the top 1% of 1%. I wonder, I don't know if there's been studies on that, or if I'm just curious your opinion, though.
Well, no, but there are studies that show there's more injuries in the preseason. That's why they don't like playing them.
Right.
And part of it is because you've got guys that are not at the same level playing against each other. And so different speeds and so forth. So you're not playing the ones versus the ones all the time. You got ones versus the threes, and some guys really trying to show out, and the other guy's already got his job. So there's differences.
What is it? Torn? I've seen a bunch of these torn triceps, and is that way? You have to go back. You have to have surgery and go in and stitch it back together. Is that how that works?
Yeah. So when it tears, it typically tears off at the elbow where it attaches, and then you can't extend your arm.
Okay.
So you got to
so
reattach
the tricep muscle is
behind your
It's coming from the
right here,
the upper arm, and attaches at the back of your elbow.
It tears down in here.
Correct. Yeah,
Okay.
it pulls off the back of your elbow.
He's showing the bottom of the elbow, which
For now, avid weightlifter,
about-
I'm disappointed in your questions. I thought you would be.
As you know,
filling him
I
in.
do this exercise a lot.
That's a
I can
tricep.
feel it.
Yeah,
in there.
that's your tricep.
Oh yeah, you can see that, Doc. You see that
Sure.
definition?
Yeah,
in
see
there,
that right there.
It's very
I mean,
impressive.
Yeah.
Thank you. Laramie Tunsil obviously went out a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
and he's gone. Micah Parsons still working his way back from
ACL.
a torn ACL. They're pointing towards like week 6. So I don't remember when he did it.
Play had to be December, or
Yeah.
they'd
it
be
was
talking
toward
about
the
him
end.
coming back now. I mean, Mahomes was in December. They're saying he's going to play the opener. He can manage his a little bit more, can't you? Is that which of those torn ACLs is easier to come back from? A quarterback who can kind of plan and plot, or a defensive end who's got to go?
Well, that's a really tough question to answer, and it's similar though if you have a running quarterback. A quarterback just stands there and doesn't move so well in the pocket. Less of a problem coming back.
Yep.
To your point, you're pushing off, leaning into 280-pound guys. That's a little different stress on that knee.
The Bucs' new number 1 wide receiver's got injuries again. Emeka Egbuka has a turf toe, which isn't good news for a wide receiver, I suspect. It's a toe injury speculated to be turf toe. They don't know if he'll be ready for week 1. Is that?
That's a lingering problem.
Yeah. Is that
It
one of
really
those
is.
like those hamstring
Yeah, it
things?
sounds like a nothing. It's like, come on, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you rip the capsule of the joint in your big toe. So every time you push off, it causes pain.
And we've talked about this guy before, Jordan Tyson, or this injury before. Jordan Tyson has a hamstring. He's going to miss a couple months. He had a hamstring twice last year. He's had hamstrings before. And this is a guy that they drafted high in the first round. Talent, yes. When it keeps recurring, Doc, I always think back to my guy with the Mets, Jose Reyes. And I used to watch him when I'd go see the Mets play, get ready for a game, and literally that trainer dude would be out with him for an hour every game, stretching him.
Reyes,
yeah.
Yeah, I remember him having that.
The big quads, so fast, and
well, a lot of those are muscle imbalance things.
Right.
It's not necessarily, it's not like they're not stretching or preparing to run. There's a muscle imbalance. A lot of those guys have huge quads. They're wrapped really tight, and it's an imbalance of the muscles. So the quad's great, but the hamstring is weaker, and it tends to tear.
Should you be working the hamstring? Or is there some...
Yeah, should be working to get more balance in the muscles on both sides of that femur.
To the point of even having smaller quads if you needed? You see what I'm saying? Instead of that, if it means keeping it more in balance, are you better off taking the hit and having maybe not quite as big a quads?
Well, it's more work in the hamstring to build it up as opposed to that. But yeah, to your point, balance is better than having these guys with huge quads and these tiny little hamstrings. And again, they're finely tuned. And so little imbalances in their system can cause these tears.
Well, there's a mirrored situation from Tyson. Jordan Tyson, a first-round pick by the Saints, a receiver who's had these lingering hamstring issues. It's the exact same storyline in Philadelphia. Mekhi Lemon, first-round pick. He's had lingering hamstring issues. He had him in college. He's sidelined. He has been
go look
since
at the guy. It's
OTAs.
not like he's not practicing right, not stretching right. Why is he getting those? Look at his leg, right? And those guys all have huge quads, and they're imbalanced in their lower extremities.
Lemon hadn't practiced since August 4th.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, when it's a couple weeks.
When it says slow recovery from an injury, I think they're insinuating like we thought the guy would be back by now. He's not. I'm talking about the Colts and Alec Pierce. He had ankle surgery, I guess, in the offseason. He signed a big deal. He hadn't gotten back on the field yet. Slow recovery. Does that suggest a setback? Something happened? What are we talking there?
Well, it could be. It could be that it just hasn't done well because the surgery wasn't successful.
Right.
A successful surgery 2 minutes after you left the operating room, that's great. But the success is measured in, the recovery, which seemingly isn't going great. But a lot of those times it's because they have other things. So you injure your ankle, you can have some arthritic changes that develop as well. So he may have banged up the cartilage in his joint that leads to the pain and swelling as he tries to get back to running.
Okay. Let's last thing for Doc this morning. Let's the litany of injuries on the Jaguars and best guess. The one we've commended them for their transparency. They've been pretty. The one
not when it comes to injuries.
They're not like that at all with injuries. They are very NHL hockey injury reporters.
I'm almost hesitant because what do I ask them about Parker Washington?
I was going to skip
he
that one. But they say Makari underwent back surgery. Well, this time putting his early season status into question. What are the levels of back surgery that would have you back in 6 weeks versus 15?
So microdiscectomies, pretty minor procedure. You're not doing any bone work or fusions. You're just taking the disc out and removing that off the nerve. Those can return very quickly.
I always wonder with back injuries, can you do weight training and those other things that big, beefy offensive linemen are living off of while, after that?
No, you're not. That's a great question. You're not doing squats and really pushing and, holding your breath and pushing the Valsalva type things that would compress things. So no, you're not.
But to Hickens' point, we can just chuckle at it this way. Chuma Edoga, we saw leave the Saints game. He was carted off in the preseason opener. He's got a leg banged up issue. He's expected back soon. So that could be anything from a sprained ankle to a sprained MCL to a torn meniscus.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah,
okay.
A soccer player, come on. I don't understand.
Wyatt Milam is sidelined day to day with an undisclosed injury, so we won't even bother. Cole Van Lannon has been on the active PUP list with a knee injury had surgery God knows how long ago. We still don't know officially what his injury was.
Usually you get more disclosure.
Are we getting now into torn ACL? If it was anything less than a torn ACL, would he not be back by now? This happened
we know it was
December?
We're pretty sure.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. But it hasn't been have you officially seen that anywhere?
They've never said it, but enough people around
just know.
log them in. And,
all right.
Yeah.
This is another good one. as he said, Parker Washington, again, undisclosed injury, so why bother?
Yeah,
Considered day-to-day, ruled out for the remainder of the week. Could have soreness. I don't know. LaQuint Allen Jr., we do know this. We've narrowed it down.
Soft tissue.
He's got a soft tissue injury, Doc. Where could that be? How much soft tissue does a NFL player have? Okay.
I have a lot of soft tissue.
Heads and shoulders, knees
even
and
with
toes.
the weight training. A lot of soft
It's
tissue.
not determined by how soft the tissue is.
Oh, it's not.
No.
Head and shoulder, knees and toes. Is that the whole body could fall under that? Huh? What if he's one walking soft? If you had one walking soft tissue injury, would you hurt from the tip of your nose to the tip of your toes?
I get soft tissue injuries when I go golfing.
Oh, I get hurt feelings. And then there's Caleb Ransall, but again, questionable because he's got a lower body injury. So you take a pick.
He gave us a little bit more.
Got a lower body.
Now we're going to hockey.
Yeah, we're hockey. So
we love them.
There you go.
That's
We've
why we
cleared
love
up the Jags injury situation for you, headed into week 2 of the preseason.
Yes. Well
Doc,
done.
anything else?
Bump and Bruise Clinic starts this weekend.
Oh, okay.
9 o'clock.
All right, let folks know a little bit more about that real quick because it is terrific and used it when my son was playing high school football. And because sometimes high school football, you play a game, feel okay, maybe a little sore, but you wake up, your knee swells up and you're like panicked. And it's a Saturday morning, and you guys Southeast provides a great service, and you're at different locations.
Yeah, it's 4 locations. Me and Colin Murphy will be at one. Dr. Snyder's got another one. Dr. Bates has one. Dr. Jones has one. So
check the
4 locations. Check the website for the exact locations. But 9 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, if somebody gets banged up,
right?
We got an orthopedic surgeon there. You got athletic trainers there. You got therapists there. We'll get working on getting you better right away.
Yeah.
If you need something further, we'll get quick MRIs or whatever, so you know early next week whether you're playing or not.
Yeah, it's a terrific.
I'm sorry
service
to do this, but there was an injury that I meant to make a note and ask Doc about because it happened in the Braves game on Sunday. I've never seen said designation, but Nolan Arenado of the Arizona Diamondbacks had to leave the game with trunk discomfort. So if you could just tell me what in the blazes that might be.
Say that again.
Trunk discomfort.
I thought you said something else.
Left trunk discomfort.
Trunk.
Yeah, left trunk discomfort. What are we dealing with here?
I'm hoping they said that wrong.
Yeah. Well, what could they possibly say?
Yeah,
I mean,
you assume
that's why I'm asking. Okay,
like a booty cheek.
Arenado. I mean, let's just go. This is what they said. What? Hold on. I mean, I heard it right. I don't. That's why
Has he played since? Is he back in the lineup?
Yeah, I guess core there. That's what they use to describe the core. Okay. So I don't know where your mind was, ET. Obviously, the trunk.
Express concern over a potential intercostal muscle strain.
Coastal muscle now too. There's another new one. What's a coastal muscle?
Intercostal.
What are we doing?
Intercostal.
Yeah.
Sorry, okay. Yeah. There you go.
So close.
It's right there.
Yeah, it's a core injury.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The Diamondbacks think he's got some issues with the trunk. That's all I'm saying.
That's
Just for the record.
That's a new one. We can maybe start working that in.
Yeah, instead of the core, the trunk. He's got a strong trunk, man. He's got a strong trunk.
We have to change a couple letters. Doc could be angry.
Custom Trade Surgeons Thursday rolls on.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Wherever you go, we go.
Those are the rules. I didn't make them up.
Download the 1010XL and XL 92.5 FM apps for free on Apple and Android devices to listen anywhere in the world.
It may be the key to the whole plan. You get it? Got it. Good.
Picking here, or maybe you should call me Dreamfinders Danny. Look what Dreamfinders is doing again, an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down the rate and get in the game. You heard me right, a 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in ready homes. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
25 weeks comes down to this. You ready? 3 wide under the lights. 0 margin for error. Everything on the line. Flirting with 200 miles per hour in the place where this journey began. Race 26, the final hunt for a spot in the chase. The Coke Zero Sugar 400 weekend at Daytona, August 28th through 29th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
The weekend starts at 4 o'clock on Friday.
It's First Coast Football Friday.
With Hayes Carline, Ryan O'Halloran, and Rick Ballou. Backed by the law offices of Jason K.S. Porter and Cash Building Material on 1010XL.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
Your Sporting Jacks women are back this Saturday at 7 at Hodges Stadium against the Tampa Bay Sun. It's always thirsty on the pitch, featuring $1 beer and $1 hot dogs. Meet the newest member of the Sporting Jacks family before the game Saturday at Hodges Stadium.
Hey, gang, Hickett here. When it comes to trucks, the only name you need to know is George Moore Chevrolet. Right now, our showroom off Atlantic Boulevard loaded with the toughest, strongest, hardest working Chevy trucks around. We're talking Silverado after Silverado. Ready to work or play just as hard as you do. I don't just talk about them, gang. I got not one but 2 George Moore Chevrolet trucks in the fam, and they've earned every mile, every job, every weekend. Power, dependability, and style, they bring it all. If it's a truck you want, it's George Moore Chevrolet you need. Stop by the Atlantic Boulevard showroom today. See why those truck folks keep coming back for more. At George Moore Chevrolet, together, let's ride.
We've all seen great overtime games and thrilling finishes, but when it comes to having a big time, knowing when to say when is key. Budweiser reminds you to win the day and night by designating a driver. That's a victory every time.
Prosser here. The current real estate market can be choppy, and most experts don't expect smooth sailing anytime soon. So in today's market, go to the proven experts. They navigate these changing conditions. Price your home correctly. You need Chad and Sandy's proven market max sales plan to get your home sold. If you think you have a problem, I'm telling you, you don't. It's all about a guarantee, and that's coming up. But if you want max price, Chad and Sandy's science-based market max system is a proven, repeatable system, guarantees to sell your home for maximum price. In fact, how's this for a promise? Using their proprietary Market Max system, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required repairs. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts you can cancel at any time. Jen in Big Tree in Mandarin said, I needed to sell the townhouse I'd purchased as an investment property. It had failed to sell with another agent for months. Chad and Sandy, bang, done. Go to chadandsandy.com or call 414-6200.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Welcome back to the program. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM. Always good to have Doc Murphy hanging out with us. Appreciate him. Visit Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. Nobody better than se-ortho.com for all your orthopedic needs. E says he's got a little 20 questions for us.
What?
Yeah.
What's that? What's going on with that?
Yeah, boys.
I think I can get
What's going on around here?
I think I might be able to beat 4 if my first question is correct.
I mean,
I got a question.
What is it? I don't. What's the
he ran a
setup?
celebrity sighting, right?
He had one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask one question that could lead to a quick victory.
All right.
Is the person you ran into a Jacksonville Sheriff's Officer member?
No.
Damn.
You got a Lavernius Coles?
Well, there's Lavernius, there's Ernest Wolf,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of guys that are now Copper. I mean, Jeff Kopp. There's a bunch of guys who are JSO dudes who and I know that you kind
Kopp's with the Jags now, isn't he?
Yeah, he works for the Jag. I know you kind of run in circles.
Yeah.
In those circles sometimes.
Mhm.
So And obviously you have a history with Lavernius. So anyway, I'll take that back.
I just saw that video. I'll gotta show y'all that video again. But anyways.
Is that a question or it's not?
No, it's not a question. It's a question. It's a question.
20 questions. Oh, does that count?
Yeah, it counts.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I threw it out there. I'm not gonna.
All right. Is this an athlete?
Yes.
Is it former athlete?
Is that a yes?
I was just trying to turn my camera on. Yes. Former athlete.
Former athlete. All right. Did you see him at the gym yesterday?
No. But think in those terms.
Kind of get specific. Yeah, I kind of.
Well, he
know
played
where he's running.
this is a former athlete. He played
did
in the
Saturday
Skins
and
game.
Sunday. He played.
He played in the Skins game yesterday.
All right. Think about what. All right. I got to
No,
tell you.
no. You don't know who you're dealing with here.
All
The
right.
criminal, the perp, doesn't call the investigator
You're
and
right,
say,
you're right.
think about where I like to hide.
All right.
Stop it.
All right.
You just say yes or no.
Y'all are 4 questions in, by the
We'll
way.
do it. All right. 4 questions in.
All right, let's get
All right.
a little more general.
Is he a former football player?
Yes.
Okay. Did he go to college in our state?
No.
Okay.
Did he play for the Jaguars?
No.
Oh. Okay, so he's a
former
NFL player. Is he a
former NFL player?
Former NFL player who didn't go to Florida State or Miami,
and didn't play for the Jaguars,
and did not play for the Jags. So why is he here? So think about that for a second.
Yeah. And in the meantime, I'm gonna narrow it down a little bit. Did he play defense?
No.
Okay, so it's former. He's an offensive player.
Is he a member of the culture?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's not Cooper DeJean.
So this is a former NFL player. Could it be somebody
Did
like
he say,
in town
I'm sorry,
for
did he
NFL?
play defense or not?
He said he plays defense.
Plays defense.
Oh, you said did he play defense?
Oh yeah,
I
no,
said
he's an
offensive
player.
guy. Okay. All right. Offensive guy.
Could be like Steve Smith. I don't know why. Could he be down here to talk with the boys or something?
Does he do? Is he
broadcaster
in broadcasting?
Yes.
Yeah, that's some dude here to watch the Jags.
All right, so
was he a receiver?
Yes.
Yeah, Steve Smith.
Steve Smith.
Yes. There you go. Yeah. Now, don't be telling us nothing.
So,
where'd you run into him?
We in a commercial break. What I tell y'all what to do yesterday, boys?
Oh, shop. Golf shopping.
He was getting fitted. He was getting fitted.
Isn't that something? Was he here for NFL Network?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
That's a good. We got it at 11, man.
Yeah.
That's
Hold
that's
10,
kind of.
really? You
That's
mentioned him
B
at
to A.
10.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's guess now. What E? Okay. Did E go up and rap with Steve Smith? Yes or no, Pros?
I'm gonna say no, because depends on where he is in the fitted process.
The timing.
Yeah, I mean, if he's like talking with the dude, I think he would
this
just.
is E, and E.
Well, it depends if you
is
ever seen him.
everybody's
Have you
friend.
met him before or no?
No, he probably.
So
no.
I know he's everyone's friend. I get all that. It just depends
The
on
timing might have been.
It's
but
the
I'm gonna say
timing of
yes.
the
This is
fitting.
good. This is good.
Did you go up and chop it up with Steve Smith?
I'm gonna
yes or
say no.
I say yes.
Kind of in between. So
between.
it's like we made eye contact. I make eye contact, and if it's a smile or if it's open, then I'll, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So it was like he smiled. I just dapped him up and just kept it moving.
Yeah,
that's it.
Okay, fair
That's
enough.
it.
Fair enough.
That's it.
Fair enough. Yeah, timing's a little off on that one.
Yeah.
You didn't ox gator him,
No,
which is good.
no, because Steve Smith ain't won the Ox Gator.
Steve Smith beat the hell out of you.
Steve
by the
Smith
way.
beat the hell out of a former Jaguar, Donald Bright.
That's not a.
Yeah, wasn't that it's Bright is the last name. Yeah, he played at Stark.
He played for the Sharks.
No, he also got it in. Oh, maybe maybe not the Jags. Maybe it was the Sharks. But he in Carolina, they got in a fight when they were both receivers there.
That who he broke his jaw?
Yeah, I don't know if he was a breaking jaw, but it was a thing.
His name was
something Bright.
Anthony Bright.
Anthony Bright. Did he get a Jags tryout?
Steve Smith was involved in physical altercations with two different teames.
Of course he was.
Cornerback Ken Lucas in 08.
Lucas is
Anthony Bright in 02. I'm pretty sure Anthony Bright was.
I think he's Stark. I think he went to Stark High School, and then I think you might be right on the Tomcats,
he did go to Stark. Born in Stark, Florida,
Yeah.
Valencia Community College. Anthony Bright, wide receiver.
I I remember it being there was a tie to Jacksonville beyond
Stark.
Beyond Stark, it was either, like you said, with the arena team or it was with the Jags. One of the two. It wasn't just.
Let's see if he did.
I think. And again, that might be one of those mini camp off season or like you said.
Pull on the name, but
was it Tomcats?
Orlando Predators.
So indoor.
Philadelphia Soul, Jacksonville Tomcats.
Tomcats, so that's what it was. And then we followed
Grand Rapids Rampage and Las Vegas Gladiators.
So we followed him from there to Carolina.
Scottish Claymores as well.
Sure, you bet. World League of American
Shout out
Football.
Anthony.
Yeah, there we go. That's what we do. You're listening to The Drill. It's a custom tree surgeons Thursday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
I want rustlers, cutthroats, bounty hunters, desperados, nitwits, halfwits, dimwits, bushwhackers, hornswagglers, horse thieves, train robbers, bank robbers, ass kickers. I want
1010XL.
That's it. He's not bluffing. Consider it done.
Hey, gang, Hickett here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. You know, it's hot outside, man. And the sun is out. It's blazing. You got to protect your skin right now. It's August. And they want you to. Folks at Beaches Dermatology want you to protect your skin. Floppy hats, man. Right? Protect those ears. Second greatest source of skin cancer are the ears. Long sleeve dry fits for the arms. Sunscreen if you need it. I mean, be careful out there. If you're working all day out there, you know by now if you're working all day, if you're playing golf, you're watching your kids play, you're fishing, whatever it is, just please. And if something does arise, go to beachesdermatology.com, find the location that best serves you. I go to the one off Solano Road. I see Doctors Metz, Dr. Boudreaux, Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery. Nobody better for all of your skincare needs and all of your skincare products. It's Beaches Dermatology via beachesdermatology.com.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, you have told us about the importance of cutting a diamond properly and how it relates back to beauty and value. But how do you judge the color of a diamond?
Frank, that's an important question when it comes to diamonds. You see, a man or a woman really have no color memory. Now, you can remember basic colors like blue or red, but considering we can see thousands of slight variations of the same color, you have to have a master color to relate these two. Anybody that's ever tried to match a paint color on a wall knows exactly what I'm talking about. So we judge the color of diamonds using a set of certified master diamonds from the American Gem Society. This is the only way you can really make an accurate call on the grade because these slight variations in color from colorless to very slight yellow have huge price differences.
That's at Underwood's, where diamonds are graded accurately in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
This is Frank Frangie. When you buy tires from Big Chief Tire, the savings don't stop when you leave the store. Every tire purchase includes the Extra Mile program. That means $10 off every oil change, free tire rotations, free tire repairs, air pressure checks, and more. No points to track, no gimmicks, just real value from a family-owned Jacksonville business that's been serving local drivers for generations. Learn more at WeKeepJacksRollin.com.
I'm local attorney Rick Alexander. In my 30 years practicing law, I've learned you never want to choose money over health. It's always a bad deal. Unfortunately, when someone screws up and you get hurt, that choice is gone. Your only choice is whether you face the future with a lawyer or without one. If you're hurt because somebody screwed up, call me at the practice. The Alexander Law Practice, 904-400-6600, or alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
Rick Ballou for Coy Dental. That's right, Carlson Dental is now Coy Dental. Dr. Lee has been practicing there for 9 years, has purchased the company. The Coy Dental team still has the same great dentists and staff. And remember, if you get nervous visiting a dentist, don't. There's never a problem at Coy Dental. With light sedation for cleaning, then deep sedation for all your restorative needs. Coy Dental, located in Bartram Park.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Zero Res. Jag QB Trevor Lawrence shared his thoughts following yesterday's joint practice.
I felt like it was really productive. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to work on, and we got to improve on. I got to improve on.
2 FSU freshmen are turning heads. Devin Carter ranks number 2 in the ACC, and Isaiah Williams number 4 on ESPN's Impact list heading into 2026. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 8:07 and it's 77 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned for more with the drill coming up next right here on 1010XL at 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline, driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. They make the plays on and off the field. Now get ready for the Lockett Law High School Report, brought to you by Lockett Law. Know before you blow.
All right, talking high school football here as we get ready for the season that starts Friday. There are always expectations wherever you go. It's no different. I love small-town high school football. I love it, I love it, I love it. Middleburg loves their football out there, man. The Berg. He knows about the Berg. Ryan Wolf's the head coach out there. We got a couple kids on from Middleburg right now in the Lockett Law High School Report, brought to you by our friend Lee Lockett. We appreciate it. We're going to talk to the quarterback and the center and get a little feel for Middleburg as they get ready for their season. Dalton Moats, junior quarterback, joins us first. Let's talk to Dalton first. Dalton, how are you? You there?
Yes, sir. I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. Give me a little overview about your football team this year. And I know you guys are excited about Friday night getting started. Tell me about the Berg.
Yes, sir. We're very excited. You know, we got a good football team this year. We got a great defense and all. I mean, we have all the pieces. We just got to execute.
Mm-hmm. What do you have to do as a quarterback? What is the number one thing? If I said to you, Dalton, this one thing can happen for you this year, what would it be?
I mean, I just have to. It's all about trust. I got to trust my teammates, and they got to trust me to lead the team and hopefully bring them to a win.
Okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Now, what's it like playing quarterback in high school? It's got to be a great thing, fun thing, exciting thing. Tell me about that, being the guy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love playing quarterback. You know, I mean, you get to make a ton of decisions on the offensive side, and you know, it's fun being able to learn how to read defenses and make plays.
Do you trust your senior center?
100%.
Yeah, and that's Mark Albany. Am I saying that correctly? Is that his name? Yeah, Mark, are you there?
Yes, sir. I am.
All right. Now listen, you know, a lot of centers always, you know, you got that quarterback's hands right there. Hopefully you're in the shotgun a lot so you can snap that ball back there so you don't have to deal with that. But tell me about your O-line. Tell me about Middleburg. Tell me about what your thoughts are this year. You're a senior. This is your last go-round, my man.
Yes, sir, it is. I think this year our O-line looks great. I mean, we have a lot of younger guys coming in that we're able to teach, and I have a lot of trust in them, and I trust that we're going to be able to execute, especially if we're able to protect Dalton. You know, like I trust them 100% to be able to do that this year.
And I'm guessing that those guys, if you have young guys around you, they look up to you. You're the senior guy. You've been starting for a couple years now. So how do you lead them? How can you teach them? How can you make them better?
Really, the big thing for me is just making sure that they're paying attention, they're putting in the work, and they're understanding the offense and what they need to be doing in their jobs and assignments. I don't want, I need them to make sure they're working, and I want them to, keep up and make sure they're just doing what they need to do.
Mark, tell me about your schedule. We get going Friday night. We got Menendez, but man, Bartram Trail's there, St. Augustine's there, Fleming Island's there. It's not an easy schedule, but it's high school football. You want to play everybody. You want to play all the rivals. Let's go.
I think it's a great opportunity for us. I mean, I'm very confident in our offense, and even though we have some tougher opponents this year, I think we're going to go into it, good. And as long as we know our assignments, what we're supposed to do offensively all across the line, then we'll be fine. We can execute.
Mark, what's your favorite class at Middleburg High School?
Probably my entrepreneur class.
Entrepreneur. Very nice. Who teaches that one? Sure. That sounds like a class I should teach you. Entrepreneur.
I think you'd be good at that.
I think I'd be good at that. Tell who teaches your entrepreneur class?
Mr. Justino.
Oh, Coach Justino. I love it. Robbie? That's my guy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Whoa, yeah. That's the man now.
Dang.
Oh, he's still bringing it. How about you, Dalton? What's your favorite class at Middleburg High School?
Probably my personal finance class.
Personal finance. It's good that they're teaching you guys this stuff. I like that.
They don't have
Shout out to Middleburg.
They don't have to wait to get to your class to learn this stuff.
No.
Compound interest.
That's right. We do that. We do our compound interest. Make sure you learn about that. Dalton, go in and ask your personal finance teacher about compound interest.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, listen, you guys, man, we appreciate it. We had a good time with you guys. Say hi to Coach Wolf. You guys have a great year. Go get some dubs. Middleburg's proud of you, and congrats on everything, and enjoy your year.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Horsepower.
Right. Horsepower at Middleburg High School, man. Fun stuff. We'll take a break. That's a Lock Law High Score part by our friend Lee Lockett. Know before you blow. We're back with more next on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Now, another classic moment in Jags history.
Brunell slots it downfield looking for Keenan in the end zone. Keenan leaps, makes the catch. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 31 yards.
The home of the home team you grew up with. 1010XL.
Ace Carline here for Atlantic Infinity, and yes, I'm still loving my new QX60. Right now, you can lease one or lock in just 1.9% financing for 60 months, and every new Infinity comes with the Atlantic Infinity Promise. That's over $7,000 in added value. That's one of many reasons why I bought mine there. No pressure, no games, just a great experience. Make your next ride an Infinity from Atlantic Infinity. Visit AtlanticInfinity.com or the showroom near Atlantic and St. John's Bluff.
Did you know if you buy a $6,000 natural diamond pendant at Beard's Diamonds, they'll give you all that money back when you decide to upgrade in the future to a larger diamond?
If you walk out with a natural diamond, a natural tennis bracelet, a natural pair of diamond studs, whether it be 5 minutes, 5 years, 10 years down the road, we will give you exactly what you paid for those items.
That's Ben Lupo, with his father John explaining that as long as you upgrade to a larger size, Beards will pay you exactly what you paid them for the original diamond.
You get exactly what you paid, and you just pay the difference. An example is you bought a $1,000 pair of earrings, and you're looking for something a little bit bigger. The new earrings are $2,000. You pay $1,000 difference.
And you can do it as many times as you like. So with a guarantee like this, anyone can start out small and over the years keep trading up from 1 carat to 3 or 4 or 5 carats.
As the budget grows, we're always going to be there for them.
A 100% natural diamond upgrade guarantee. Just another thing that separates Beards Diamonds from everyone else. Beards Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center. Jacksonville's local dealer for 45 years.
Man, I'm going to shoot straight with you. When you replace windows, it's a big investment. It's a big financial commitment. You've got to be sure that you're aligned with the right company. And I'm here to tell you that investment deserves the straight answers you get at Cash Building Material. That's where I got them. Cash Building Material explained the options, answered my questions, or I better said Mrs. P's questions. Helped us find windows that fit my home and my budget. No pressure, just honest advice. They'll do the same for you. Cash Building Material. Before you buy windows or doors, get a cash quote. Search Cash Building Material and click on the Replacements tab. Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right.
Jacksonville is thinking teal, and so are Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony. It's Jaguars Today, breaking down everything Jags and NFL. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson, custom windows and doors. Weekdays 10 to noon on 1010XL.
Jaguars fans, grab your passport. Open and fund a new Everbank Performance account for your chance to win the Everbank London Getaway Experience. One winner gets round-trip airfare for 2, 4 nights hotel, and 2 tickets to the Jags game in London this October. Start your journey today at everbank.com/London. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the 50 United States and D.C. 18 and older. Entry period from 6/29 to 8/27/26. Get official rules and details at everbank.com/London Rules. Sponsor and administrator, Everbank N.A. Member FDIC.
After attending a Saturday Bumps and Bruises clinic by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, my son's hip and shoulder issues were diagnosed quickly, and he's back playing. As a busy family, we really appreciate their prompt attention.
I've been having knee problems for probably 6 months, and I had heard about Southeast Orthopedics on the radio, and I gave them a call. They got me right in. Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. It was painless, and it's been doing fantastic.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hey friends, Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Have you ever stored a gallon of leftover paint, opened the can years later, and it's rusty, crusty, and unusable? Next time, secure the lid tightly to ensure no leaks and store the can upside down. Oxygen can't get to it, therefore no rust and no crust. If you'd like more tips or have a question about a project, we'd love to help. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Joint replacement surgery is always a tough decision, but relief from chronic pain may be just around the corner. Dr. George Barra here, and there's a lot to consider to make sure you get the proper diagnosis and best path back to the range of motion and mobility you had. Age, lifestyle, and overall health all play a part. Let the team at Barra Orthopedics give you a full analysis to help you make the best decision. Log on to barriorthopedics.com or call the office to make an appointment. With offices across Jacksonville and ready to help you feel good again, we'll get you back on the road to recovery at Barra Orthopedics.
On a Saturday day, but it's not good with you, you what it's saying. Now I believe in miracles, and a miracle is happening tonight. But if you're thinking about my baby, it don't matter if you're black or white.
All right, welcome back. I thought this was a commercial for just a second.
Nope.
Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM. Hope you guys are having a good day. Thursday. Rocking and rolling through. Enjoying our day very much. Enjoyed the Lockett Law High Score Report. Doc Murphy as well. Getting back to, some crazy stuff going on at TCU. Where
the kid that got kicked off the team?
Yeah, the wide receiver is hospitalized because we were talking about fights before.
Yeah.
Happens, man. You know, football. Yeah, but not amongst teammates. Dozie Azukanama was beaten in the locker room by Jacob Fields and remains hospitalized. Jacob has been dismissed from the TCU football team, so he no longer off it. We haven't talked yet about this craziness in college. I mean, what is going to stop? Okay, in case you missed it, bunch of NFL guys in NFL camps.
16
guys were granted another year of football. And so I was thinking, okay, well,
this is a 1-year deal. This is the only year this kind of upheaval can happen.
Why?
Because you're grandfathering in guys that the NCAA doesn't want from this point forward. It's set in stone. You get 5 years to play 5. You're going to have to decide. You're not going to be able to go to the draft, not make it, and come back. It's just this is that nebulous year because it's these guys that are trying to get grandfathered into the 5 years to play 5.
Okay. Well, what about I don't know. What about guy? What about a guy who was an All-American? He's 27, 28, and he's out of football right now. Can that guy sue to get in?
No,
why?
Well,
why is that fair for him to get an extra? And I can't get my extra year.
Well, I think it would be. It's probably dependent on how they've written it. This is a current. I don't think it doesn't. It doesn't grandfather in people from years ago. It's this year's class, this year's fifth-year guys. All those guys want their fifth year.
Okay, well, I don't. I don't think that's fair. I think if I'm 27, I'm bouncing around the NFL.
I didn't say I like it.
Well, then I think I can get an extra year. If I go to a judge, what's the judge going to say? Yeah, you're right.
In fairness, now they all made this decision before they went off. They didn't know it would go through. That's why they're in NFL camps.
I didn't know I couldn't have a fifth year when I'm 28 years old. I've been bouncing around these NFL camps.
I don't know how
practice
many
squads. Why don't I take a $3 million, $4 million deal and go play college ball somewhere?
Go find that guy, and then I'll answer. I don't know if that guy's out there.
There's got to be a guy out there.
I don't know, man. He would go back to college. He would have already done it. He would have already done it if he's used up.
26, 27, 28 years old.
Yeah, he used up his 5 years in all likelihood.
You think?
Yeah. I mean, because obviously you can do that. Whedon did it. Winky did it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd be curious.
I don't like it. Look, it's the same thing we argued with the NBA developmental guys. They go play in the G League. They sign contracts, and they want to go back and play college basketball.
Right.
There's a difference in that guy and a guy like Aberdeen who played a scant,
right
amount 1 year, and he wants his fifth year back. So there are some differentiations, but I don't think this is going to be an every year thing where we had this same conversation. Now, these 18 guys, you got a lot of nerve. And I think, in fact, I know they started this process well before the ruling came. So at the time, they didn't even know they would, be in the NFL per se.
Right.
But I don't understand. I would do this if it were me. If I were the Tampa Bay Bucks and I had a guy who just had 2 sacks and he's involved in a lawsuit to go back to college, I'd cut him today.
Well, apparently they keep his rights, so
that's what I'm saying.
Why cut him?
Oh, well, there you go. That's fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep your rights. So if you want to go back, and make money.
Fair.
We'll see you next year.
I get you want to get the money for the 1 year. I don't think this will be an every year thing because, like I said, we're in that grandfather year. That's creating all this.
Well, this is the state of college football. So you got that nonsense going on. And again, I don't care one way or the other. It's just ridiculous. But the ridiculousness of not having somebody's got to run this damn entity and run it correctly or to the best of their ability. The NCAA has failed, and they've been a failure for years and years and years, decades, our whole time covering it.
Well, Congress is saying that. The courts are saying that.
Here's let's take another example about, student athletes. You see what Lenora Sellers is up to this semester?
I did see that.
Lenora Sellers is the starting quarterback for the University of South Carolina. He's got pro prospects. Had a bad year last year. Probably would have went to the league.
What is it?
Lenore's has has no classes this semester, but has one responsibility. He has an internship at a local driving range.
Yes, that's what it was. Yes, driving range.
A local driving range. That's all he has to do. He has to go to the driving range and
5 years to play for,
and probably hit balls.
Used to have a minimum course load you had to carry to be academic. The phrase academically ineligible, I haven't heard that in about 5 years.
You don't hear that. He graduates in December. I guess everything is done and in ship shape up there at USC. He's earned his degree.
Well, at least he has earned a degree.
Yeah.
It'd be one thing if he was just hanging around, not doing anything, and was just for the ball.
But I just think that's interesting, man. I think that's interesting. I think one thing I like that John Summerall's been doing. This camp that they're having is he's having all these Gator coaches come in and talk to the team. I like that.
Former Gator coaches or
current? Okay. Walton's come in and talked. He's won a natty.
From the
Golden's come in and talked. He's won a natty. Sully went in and talked. He's won a natty. So guys who have had success, what it takes to, and it kind of bonds them together. And I think that there's a general excitement down in Gainesville over this football team, which will make for a fun semester for the kids.
They need to get fat on those first 5 games. When you really look at the entirety of the schedule, can you win that game at Auburn and then beat South Carolina, Missouri, and then you'll be 5-0 and probably overranked. They would be 5-0, and they would probably by then crack the number 9 in the country, which are probably not that good. But the only scenario where they really flash and are in at least somewhat of playoff contention, it's going to have to be. It can't be 4-1. Not to have the kind of year to like really bust out, because then you've got Texas, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Georgia. Oh no, Ole Miss is part of the 5, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Shane Matthews agrees with you. He thinks those 3 games are the key part of the entire season.
Okay.
So
we'll
see. So that will be. I mean,
the
key part.
There's one at this point, it's a nice, convenient. There's a easy mile marker. As we go year to year, there's just like 1 mile marker that's going to define whether or not Florida is back, and that's that game that we play at the end of October, which has become a joke of a non-competitive affair. So until Florida is beating Georgia, until and unless they do that, and on at least every other year, until then they're not back. And I would say when they do that, they are back.
Oh,
I don't think
Mullen beat them.
I don't think
thought they were back that year.
Yeah, they were for that year. Talking about this current group, I'm assuming better than Mullen, right? I'm saying if they get back, Mullen didn't get back, and Georgia,
get back.
Georgia wasn't the
if
same.
Summerall did what Mullen did, you would say they're back because they get in the college football playoff now.
Yeah,
and
that's the one argument that Dan Mullen has that is.
Well, he likes
fair.
to use that.
Yeah.
Well,
But
it's not really fair because he knew what the parameters were, and back then the whole idea is to get to Atlanta, win an SEC championship, and compete, and that didn't happen. Right. So, but it was better than it was. Certainly, getting rid of him and bringing in Eeyore wasn't the best move of all. I'm looking at we talked about Barry Sanders, the greatest season in running back in history. Man, I got his game by game log, and I was just his worst game. He had 25 for 154 and 2 touchdowns.
Is that against Oklahoma?
That was his worst. I don't know. That was his worst game. These are the yards that he ran for in the second half of the year. Once they realized, because early on in the game, like 18 carries, 20 carries.
Didn't he also have like kick return touchdowns at least earlier in his career? He was an epic return guy.
33 for 304, 37 for 320, 215, 312, 293, 332, 222. And then listen to the touchdowns. 5-4-4, 3-5-4-4-5.
Well, he'd have like multiple, like 60, 70 yarders a game.
42 touchdowns in 12 games.
If you are, by the way, if you're running, and I don't care if it's 30 carries, if you're running for over 300 yards, you have at least one 70, 80 yard run.
Was his the O-line? Do y'all remember? Did he have a? It was just man. It was just all him.
State, they were just a 8-4 kind of team.
It was just all him.
It wasn't like they had a dominant. It's not like they got dominant for X amount of time.
Yeah.
He was for Oklahoma State, kind of what Emmett was for Florida. Kept them a lot more relevant than they probably would or should have been without him. And maybe I'm not giving Oklahoma State enough credit. They may have been more than a 8-win team with Sanders. One of those years they had. What was that guy's name? The old time Pat Jones. Was he the coach there then? Wasn't that his name?
Jones.
Yeah, Pat Jones, the old Oklahoma State coach. Do we know when the Roundtable podcast? I've had a couple people ask. I know that's not your decision per se.
Yeah, I think it would be like early next week.
Okay,
be my guess, but I'll ask Yoda and find out. Yesterday at the joint practice, speaking of Gators, you did have Kyle Trask to Felipe Franks for a touchdown.
Yeah, I did see that.
Odd.
Yeah, I saw that.
I forgot about this. I saw this the other day too. Do you remember Felipe Franks' run against Texas A&M? We were wearing the camouflage green that night.
God, it was an ugly night, and we ended up getting blown out. So
yeah, but it was 10-10. It was late third quarter, and Felipe ran for like 85 yards. He went from the 10 to the 10, and he was like cutting and breaking.
I don't
and running.
remember that.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
I was somewhere. I was at something. I was watching that game I was like at a concert or something. I don't know. Maybe that was like Garth Brooks night or something. I don't know. It was something big enough to go to. I remember why, and we were tanking.
Mm-hmm.
What year would that have been?
Felipe?
Yeah. He's Mullen, right? It
was like 98.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Maybe not quite 98.
Oh, my goodness.
Man, so Akron ended up going through with it. They're going to give somebody play. And by the way, it was season ticket. It was a lottery. If you bought season tickets to Akron football, you got put into a lottery to handle the entire first drive of play calling for Akron in a real game.
Mm-hmm.
Big Cat from Barstool.
Yeah.
Bought 18 season tickets
to try to win it.
To try and win the lotto to be the offensive coordinator. There are only 9 finalists apparently. I guess you had to. I don't know how they did it exactly. I just had the Barstool note here, so maybe Big Cat will get the will get the nod.
All right.
Daniel Murphy claiming a touchdown. I don't know. Hadn't been verified. We'll give it to him.
Wait a minute. It was the first play.
No, it was a touchdown in the middle of the third quarter or second, whatever.
You go,
it was.
Murph.
Yeah. Let's take a quick timeout. It's Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. Simple way to say it. They do it better than everyone else from start to finish, and you can trust me on that. It's Custom Tree Surgeons. CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at KeyBuickGMC.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
This summer, Hard Rock Bet has the hottest baseball betting odds in Florida. Vig, juice, fee, whatever you call it, we're cutting it. It's the 10-cent summer sale. That's flat 10-cent lines for winner, spread, and over-under pregame bets. Same bets, better odds. This August, only on Hard Rock Bet.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Valid for moneyline, spread and over, under pregame markets with odds between -250 and +250 only. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Jacksonville homes are selling, but it could take months and a low price, lower than you want to sell. It could. Doesn't have to. Getting top price means aggressive marketing, and Chad and Sandy Newman are the Jacksonville experts who've proven systems that are going to drive demand and sell your home. So if you need to sell now, Chad and Sandy get instant offers. Fast, easy, stress-free. Max price. They're going to aggressively market. And whether you're buying or selling, fast or max, Chad and Sandy have the proven plan guaranteed. How's this for a bottom line? Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they'll buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date, agree, and move on. Keith in Atlantic Beach. I wanted to move my parents closer. They needed a lot of help getting their home ready for sale. Finding a new one. Medical issues made things even more challenging. I called Chad and Sandy because I heard their stories on the radio. The Chad and Sandy team, compassionate and professional, and got the job done. My folks' home sold the very first weekend for $1.2 million. Call Chad and Sandy today.
If you've been dealing with backups, strange smells, or soggy spots in the yard, your septic system is trying to tell you something. This month, save $500 on a new septic system installation from Duck Rooter. As the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida, we'll handle everything, from the required permits and inspections to the complete installation. Stop hoping. Start fresh. When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or duckrooter.com. Financing is available.
Hi, I'm Blake Bortles. People know I've always said if I wasn't playing football, I'd probably be on a construction site. So Next Gen Roofing finally let me live the dream.
Blake, why are you wearing a red practice jersey?
Always worn it for safety.
Right. Well, around here, the red jersey means you're the new guy, so you're in charge of garbage cleanup.
Perfect. I love garbage time. Always excelled in it.
It's not exactly what I meant.
Good thing Next Gen Roofing has real pros handling everything from family homes to large commercial buildings. Next Gen, teamed up with you.
Teamed up with you.
Whether you're wearing teal and black or orange and blue, there's one thing we can all agree on this football season. Jets Pizza. Fresh dough made daily. Wall-to-wall cheese and crispy edges make every bite a game day favorite. Whether it's football Saturday or football Sunday, feed the family, the crew, or the whole team with Jets Pizza. Order online or call any of the 4 Jacksonville area Jets Pizza locations today.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah.
I want to give a shout out and a mucho congratulations to one of our faves. She started as a student of mine. Way back when.
Another young
years
mind
ago.
molded.
She came here, maybe as an intern, worked her way into a job here.
We had her in the picks contest. Remember?
That's right.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
She
did updates for a long time.
Yeah. She said, you know what? I like this, but
She found her calling.
I got a calling. And she likes to
And it
help
wasn't
people.
a triathlon or an Ironman, which she's not afraid of. Yeah.
Pro traveler.
She went to nursing school, which ain't easy. And she's worked her way through, and she's graduating today.
So congratulations to Molly.
Sweet Molly McDonald.
Sweet Molly.
She's one of our faves. She'll always be one of our faves, and we're real proud of her. And,
you treat her good out there, Googans, if you come across Molly.
She's a
You'll
catch.
answer to us.
She's a catch.
You'll answer to us.
Yeah, she's
Sweet,
terrific.
sweet girl. Jeff, remember one time, it was like a random Tuesday. We asked her about her weekend, and she went to a nursing home to just
to deliver flowers. It was like Valentine's Day or something.
Yeah, on her own.
Right.
That's just what she does. She's definitely in the right
really,
field.
really good people.
And the other thing we learned about Molly is she uses airplanes like taxi cabs.
Yeah, she does. She aimed to trade it.
It'd be like a Friday afternoon, and she's like, "Oh, I'm going to Chicago this week."
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm going to Greece.
Yeah.
Correct. They would. I'm
I'll
getting
be
a
back
backpack.
Monday.
I'm going to Croatia this weekend. All right. You going to do an Ironman while you're there?
Yeah. So anyway, but we're real proud of her and a great family, and just thrilled for her. And I know her family's very proud of her too. So
yes, they
anyway, shout out, congrats.
Dad is a Chicagoan.
Oh yeah,
Chicagoan.
Great dude. That's one of E's boys.
He brought me back some, apparently the popcorn in Chicago is really good, or there's a place there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, it's fire.
Okay.
It's fire.
Okay. Some interesting things in baseball going on last night. First off, I got a little afternoon ball, so I was able to watch some before I had to go to class. Some of the Metropolitans.
Watch the Braves loss?
Victory.
Oh, you were watching the Mets.
No, it was good, though. During class, we were getting updates on the Mets and I said, what's the Mets score?
Good for you.
And then they go, the Braves have tied it. I go, damn, that's too bad. It's like 4-4.
Yeah.
And then I got home and I saw that they lost 6-4.
Yeah. The best year for Barry, 10-2. Had a 10-2 year in the Big 8.
E, we had a question on the text line. Could you read it, please?
Yeah, let me dig it up real quick.
Please dig it out. Design by Lifetime Enclosures. But we have to help the boys out here on this one. It's kind of two different questions.
Yeah, the initial statement didn't match the final question asked. They're two different questions.
Dear Uncle Dan, Uncle Jeff, and second cousin E.T.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can you settle an office debate that is currently causing some serious friction in the office?
Oh.
The heated question is, who is the greatest pure hitter in Major League Baseball history?
Okay, stop right there.
Stopped.
The greatest pure hitter is the first question. Now, you're going to go on to phrase it differently, but who would you say, Jeff Prosser, is the greatest pure hitter in MLB history?
Yeah, I think, I for me, you can't go Tony Gwynn, Pete Rose, Punch and Judy singles guys. If you're going to be the greatest pure hitter, you've got to have an element of power to your game.
There's one guy that stands out to me.
Ted Williams.
Ted Williams. Ted Williams is the greatest pure hitter in Major League Baseball. He had unbelievable eyesight. He could see the seams on the baseball. He hit .344 in his career. He missed 5 years of prime time because he was serving our country, but he also hit 521 home runs. He probably would have had almost every record in baseball at the time. He played in 40, 50, 60, 4 different decades, maybe.
He's still the last player to hit over 400.
Yes.
1941 is the last time that happened.
And by the way, in that particular year, I believe he was hitting 399.8 going into the last day. It was a doubleheader. And they said, Ted, sit it out. You're hitting 400. Ted said, I'm playing. And he went like 5 for 8 and finished at 406.
Yeah.
Or whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the greatest pure hitter. Now, there are other names that you can throw out there. But I think we both agree. Now, but the question continues.
So for the top 3 getting the most votes are Barry Bonds, Pete Rose, and Tony Gwynn.
Now, they're all Hall of Famers, man. And there's great arguments for all those guys. But they're not, I wouldn't put them in Ted Williams' class. Would you?
No.
Okay. But all great players.
I think I'd give Bonds more credit than.
Now but they also changed the point of the question. So ask the rest of the question.
Here's the scenario.
See, this is different.
We're basing it on bottom of the 9th.
Yeah.
2 outs, runner on second, and you need an RBI base hit to win the game. Who do you want on this plate? Bonds, Rose, Gwynn.
See, now I got a whole bunch of different names because now you're talking clutch.
I will say this. Major League Baseball answered this question the most emphatically it's ever been answered, at least in my lifetime. And maybe Shohei will begin to approach it. No man got walked for free.
Barry.
Like Barry Bonds. So there is no scenario in Major League Baseball with a runner on second if first base is open where you're not just putting that man at first.
Yeah, that's true.
So that, but in that scenario, give me Bonds all day long. All day long. And I know Tony Gwynn can punch it to left, and maybe he gets him in, maybe he doesn't. But Bonds is liable to hit it somewhere they can't catch it.
I am thinking big stage. Who came up biggest in the big stage? There are a couple names, and one will surprise you, but Big Papi, 20 regular season walk-off hits, and we remember what he did in the postseason.
Yeah.
Clutch.
Yeah.
Reggie Jackson, clutch. Jeets, clutch.
Jackson
Derek
strikes
Jeter.
out too much for me. I got to have a guy in that spot who's not going to strike out much. When it comes
How
to
about this? Lou Gehrig, 361 batting average, 10 home runs in 34 postseason games.
Yeah, and it's so hard to even know about a guy like Ty Cobb. He has the number one career batting average, 366, but he's playing, at the turn of the century, not this one, in a dead ball era. So I don't know how impressive those 12 batting titles are. Is somebody, is somebody else in that era hitting 330 career? I don't know. Tony Gwynn's big stat is he played 20 years. He struck out 434
He
times.
didn't strike out, ever.
So, I mean, you do it. That's 20 times a year, basically.
Yeah.
162 games, 500 at bats. He strikes out.
But it's a great question. And
20
listen,
times.
there aren't really right and wrong. We jump into stats a little bit, but it is a good – and those three guys that they brought up are great players, man. Tony Gwynn won so many batting crowns. It was –
The problem for me and Gwynn is I look at a guy like – and this – you shouldn't be able to consider a guy like the guy I'm about to mention as close to an all-timer. And I'm not saying he's Tony Gwynn, but he's too close to like Luis Arias for me to be considered up in that upper echelon. Right? Arias is a lot like Gwynn. He's not as good as Gwynn. He's not. But that's the way Gwynn played. He'd have years where did he even homer? And this guy was king of just serving it out. He was like a softball player. He could serve it the bat control of Tony Gwynn and what he could do with a ball where he needed to hit it was remarkable, like a tennis player almost. Could place it.
The text line has entered. I see stuff like Ichiro.
Yeah, Ichiro's a good one.
I see a lot of Bonds. I see Freddie Freeman, and I see a text that says, "You're all wrong. The only correct answer is Daniel Murphy."
Very nice.
Well, we'll take Murph too.
Murph,
always.
stop texting in.
I got another list for you. This surprised me a little bit. But CBS Sports and their basketball staff, every year they anonymously survey 100 D1 coaches, and they ask them a variety of topics. And today's topic was, who's the best player in college basketball in 2026? Who's the best college basketball player this year? And it wasn't that Thomas Houck won that. It's usually won by an incoming freshman, quite honestly. The last 2 years, it's been Boozer and Flagg.
So they know who the guys are. The new guys.
Well, they know the freshmen, the guys that would be number one draft picks if they were allowed to go to the draft, kind of guys usually win this. It's not that Houck was named. He was the runaway winner, Dan. 43% of D1 coaches say Thomas Houck's the best player in college basketball. And by the way, that's a higher percentage than said Cooper Flagg 2 years ago. Now, he's in a unique situation. Most guys don't play at his level another year of college basketball, right? But there's also this. The Hawks took Kingston Flemings. They had the 8th pick? All right. Thomas Houck this year will make more than Kingston Flemings, who was taken in the top 10 of the draft.
Allegedly.
So that changes kind of the dynamics of how you do it. But just another reason why everyone's so high on Florida, because as great as Houck is, Condon isn't that far behind him when it comes to value, when it comes to valuable college basketball players. He's, really good team he's got put together down there. I sure hope that the Duke-Florida matchup can be a battle of unbeatens, but they each play tough early season schedule, so it might not still be that way. But nonetheless, Duke hadn't been to Gainesville in 100 years.
Oh, that's one to circle. That's one to circle and go
Let's
down
come back
be
and talk. Let's get into the Jags workouts, what we saw yesterday. Listen, you always want to be improving, and it sounds like by all reports, the Jaguars were much crisper and better and dominant this week than they were last week in New Orleans.
Okay.
So we'll get into the hot spots, and there's about 6-8 topics that'll fuel your optimism when we return. You're listening to The Drill on a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. No job too big or small for my friends at Custom Tree Surgeons and CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. The Kings of the Swamp.
Ball's loose at the 38. Gators got it. Wow.
This is Gators head football coach John Sumrall. Join Sean Kelly and our broadcast crew as they bring you Gators football all season long.
On Jacksonville's home of Florida Gators football. 1010 XL. 25 weeks comes down to this. 3 wide under the lights. 0 margin for error. Everything on the line. Flirting with 200 miles per hour in the place where this journey began. Race 26, the final hunt for a spot in the chase. The Coke Zero Sugar 400 weekend at Daytona, August 28th through 29th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
You trusted a medical professional with your care. When that trust is broken, the results can be devastating. Medical error can leave patients and families facing unanswered questions and lifelong challenges. Founded in Jacksonville, Edwards & Raggets helps you understand and protect your legal rights after medical negligence. No fees unless you recover damages. We're here to help. Call 904-INJURED or visit 904injured.com.
Edwards & Raggets, offices Jacksonville.
All right, gang, football season is here. Put your predictive brain and talents on display at Kalshi. Kalshi right now offering NFL playoff probabilities. They're offering futures probabilities, maybe AFC South title for the Jaguars. You can also predict total wins. All these bring a payout of, well, plus margins. When you go to Kalshi, you're taking part in a unique trading event. You're going against peers in a live market. That means there's no house. So as the probability changes, you can buy into and out of your positions. So go ahead and take your Jaguars, trade them later. You can trade a draft pick. You can trade a game. You can do it all on Kalshi. Download the Kalshi app. Use code 1010XL. You'll get $10 when you trade $10. Kalshi. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Want to stretch that dollar? Taylor Doll here to help save you money with the Money Pages magazine and app. Trying to figure out dinner? Money Pages has deals at your favorite local restaurants. Need auto repairs or an oil change? Money Pages has coupons to help you save. Looking to do some home improvement projects? Money Pages has deals on everything home, from AC repair and plumbing to flooring and painting. Check your mailbox for Money Pages today and download the app for savings on the go.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
I've worked with a lot of advertisers over the years, and you learn pretty quickly which ones are selling something and which ones actually care what happens after the sale. I'm Greg Gajewski, and when Awaken 180 first came to 1010XL, it started with Mike Dempsey, then Matt Hayes. From that first call, they wanted to understand our audience, not just buy a schedule. I talked with Paige, learned how the program worked, and at one point said, we got a guy, hacker, that could really use this. And her answer was immediate, let's help him. That's their entire mission. That's always been their answer. No revolving door, no corporate runaround. Paige never franchised Awaken 180 because she wants every coach, client, and endorser to feel supported. I saw that as a business partner, and then I experienced it myself. I went on the program and lost 50 pounds. That's why I endorse Awaken 180, not just because they're a 1010XL client, but because they care about people, and you feel it every day. Awaken180weightloss.com. Awaken180weightloss.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Frost, I hate to do this. But I'm concerned about,
Me?
I have a lot of love for all my friends and compatriots here.
I
at
don't
the
think
Drill.
you hate to do this at all. I think you're kind of giddy to do it. Almost like you
It's not
discovered
true.
another cheat code in the break. He's
not true.
He's coming at you again, friend.
I mean, I got my guy.
Got
I got my
battered
guy.
producer syndrome in there. BPS.
He calls me to tell me when he's going to work out.
Okay.
And I'm happy. I encourage him. That's great, E. I already did my lift.
Sure.
He's going to
I
work
can
out
tell.
with his nephew.
Yeah.
It's tight with his nephew. Great kid. Great young man.
Yeah.
And he goes over and does his workout, man. And that's good
All right.
stuff, right? And then I roll in this morning.
Okay.
Well, earlier this morning, I saw E just pounding something in there like he always does,
Earlier it was the chicken tenders?
Yeah. Had about a dozen of those puppies,
I
about
don't know if it was a dozen.
2.5 pounds of chicken he pounded in there.
I had 3.
And that's okay.
Three
Fine,
tenders.
I
Three
get it.
tenders,
Hick,
not pounds.
Hick, what time do you get up? 6 o'clock. I get up at 2:45. Yeah, I know.
3:45.
Go running and everything. Yeah, sure you do.
Didn't run this morning, no way.
And then I get up in the break here. I had to go use the restroom, and the restroom goes right by E's desk.
Got a second. The desk. I saw those. The bunch of crunch.
Oh yeah, that was my snack yesterday.
Bunch of crunch.
That looks good. Those are little Nestle Crunch
He's
morsels.
got a little.
That was well
he got a
before the
big old-
workout, bro.
He got an extra large box of bunch of crunch laying
it's
there.
not
on the
that
desk.
big, bro.
XL, it says on
It's
it.
like a movie. It's movie size. Is what it is. It's like you got it
Bunch
at
of
the movie
crunch.
theater. Bunch of crunch. I've never seen those before.
I've never seen it either.
He's capping.
No.
What just happened? You got cholesterol. You got cholesterol in your ears, buddy. We don't drop that kind of language around here. Huh?
Shooter, man.
It just happened with that.
Nobody heard
See,
that,
that's
right?
what
E?
happens.
Oh, boy. I never saw his hands move
My
so
little Garth
quickly.
Brooks, that ain't happening.
But anyway, yeah, so the bunch of crunch.
I saw that earlier, but
Out in full
I choose
form.
not to say anything. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like you got to eat in secret around here, bro.
He's shaming you a little bit, isn't he? Huh?
Like, dang.
Feel shamed a little?
No, not at all.
He's been making fun of me and how I eat and when I eat. It's just kind of actually you've just taken the spotlight off of me to
And
you.
I'm a little shocked with you.
What do you mean? What's wrong?
Because you
What's
are
the problem?
You're a chicken lover extraordinaire.
Oh, you don't know how much chicken I eat. Yeah, I mean,
and
no idea.
And I heard yesterday the boys here at CFA, and we can mention them because they are part of our
proud
fabric.
Sponsors. Sure.
We love Chick-fil-A.
And what's the problem?
We make no bones about it.
What does that have to do with me?
Well, they've introduced a new waffle and chicken sandwich.
Oh, yeah. They introduced that
work?
thing.
You ain't tried it yet?
Well, no, I didn't know anything about
It
it.
just dropped yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah,
Okay,
it just
Well, they
dropped.
brought them in yesterday.
Yeah,
So
or
what-
maybe it dropped this
So
morning.
am I guessing that it's the
Yeah,
chicken
you're
between
guessing
two,
right.
between two
Yeah.
waffles?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be delish.
Do they
Here.
infuse it with a little bit of
Yeah.
syrup?
Let me use a word that you like.
Oh yeah, I gotta,
fire.
Yeah, I gotta
Fire.
have one of those right now.
I heard it's fire.
Is it open right now? Somebody bring me one of those.
Hey, that'll be a good look, man.
Because that is almost a breakfast type meal, isn't it?
It
If it's
is.
waffles.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's got it. And then they also have.
We
in
need
the-
you get the Guggen of the Week
And you
award
like to
to
go-
bring me one of those things.
You like to go skirmishing through the.
Skirmishing is kind of a
through the-
negative
you like
connotation to it.
You're like me at my mom's house.
Okay.
You open the fridge every
I do
day
that
and
a
look
lot.
in there
Yeah.
and see
Yep,
what's
sure.
in there.
No,
Yeah.
there ain't nothing in there.
Well, apparently in the freezer, there's some like s'more shakes from.
No,
from yesterday?
Here, no,
Yeah.
there's not, friend. Because
No,
I'm
you already checked? They're all gone?
I'm a scrounger, so I've already looked.
That's
in
what I
there.
said,
Yeah, they're not.
skirmish.
Yeah, they're not in there.
Okay, they're all gone.
Skirmish would be if I like fought with
Skirmish through
fought with the cabinet.
Yeah, you do. You
Yeah.
fight with it.
Well, I've also opened, and I don't mean this in any way to reflect it. I think we have a lot of clean people that work here. There's no one that has any bad
Seems to be a
hygiene.
stench in the fridge.
There's something about work fridges. It's here. It's where you work this morning, lady. Does that fridge stink
Seems to be a
high hell?
stench. in
And I
there.
look at it, it's clean.
Which led me to this question, and I don't know this because my wife takes such good care of me with the food and such. Do you still put the baking soda
should.
thing in the fridge?
That might be a plan. And again,
you're a single guy. Do you have a baking soda thing in your fridge?
No.
No.
Okay.
I have 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
and the thing, and again, this
They
is
used to say that absorb the stink.
Yeah.
this is going to trickle down as if I'm not saying it's anyone's fault. Like they already do more than they should when it comes to cleaning up after us slobs at work here, right? So, but what is it about that foul odor? Because if you went and looked at that fridge with a nose clip on, you would never in a million years think that it stinks.
Right.
It's clean. There's not 8-week-old food in there. I just, it's like it's haunted.
Yeah.
We have a haunted fridge.
Yeah.
And now circling back to Guggen of the Week for one of those damn waffle chicken things. Yeah, those sound good.
I hear they are good though.
Man, how can they not be? How could that not be delicious?
No, you're right. You're right.
I mean, they basically just stole the McGriddle.
That's exactly
okay.
what it is.
I'm fine with that. I wonder if you can get one. You probably get one of those with a little egg on it too. I bet.
Boy, don't tell me.
Throw a chicken and egg on one of those waffle sandwiches.
Yeah.
Hey, Chick-fil-A, good for you.
Anyway, I just thought that was.
I tell you what, and I think here it's just the warm body that provides depth, but they're killing our poor new guard.
Oh yeah,
They're like all over the league.
He
Everyone
took a
says
beat
this guy's
down.
terrible. I mean, he is getting a beating.
I mean, the boys on the Fan yesterday were giggling about the trade because basically they said, so basically, the draft pick may come out to be nothing, but basically you got something for nothing. This guy was never going to play here. Blah 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 blah. It was Lele. But I'll roll with Jimmy on this one.
Well, I will say I finally clicked on one because I looked at CBS, ESPN. We talked yesterday what some of the social media guys were saying about it. Here's SI's trade grade.
Okay.
And they give the Giants a C+. They give the Jags an A-.
How about that?
As for the Jags, here's what they write. They come out on top of what was somewhat of an act of desperation, according to Garofalo and Rappaport. They were commenting on the Macari injury. We already know that. So they're just saying that they have a need, and that gives them at least a guy who has started in the league. There's some value in that. You can say what you want about the guy. John Harbaugh, who's your coach, who you guys at WFAN love, started this guy 17 games 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can chuckle all you want at sending him off somewhere, but yeah, here on this team, he fit right in with the band of statistically and grade-wise mediocre linemen that we employ, because that's what we have, a bunch of guys with grades like his, and they performed okay.
Yeah, and
they were better yesterday. The running game flashed.
Yeah, the word is that they got into Ezra a little bit. There's been some talk about
challenged him physically, his physicality, and he responded accordingly.
And he responded, had a great practice, and that he hadn't been doing great, and part of that could be, now listen, it's a long season. I've been playing a lot of years. I know when it's time, and if you're telling me it's time today, then I'll do it today. But I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not in the man's head or anything like that. But apparently he had a great practice yesterday, and we need him to do that, 17 times this year. I don't give a damn how you practice. If you come to the game, if the lights go on and you maul people, that's fine with me, So, and apparently that happened yesterday. So does it happen every time? Apparently not. So it's an ongoing process with the offensive linemen. And again, they've been moving the pieces around, and I think it's become pretty clear that Anton Harrison is going to be the left tackle.
Sure.
I think Hainsey is the center. I don't think Monheim is beating him out.
No. I think it's going to be
all of a sudden Pregnon has got to be either,
one of the two.
I'm not an expert on why he's got to be on the left side versus the right side. To me, I would say, well, if Macari's not ready, I leave Ezra left. I put Pregnon right there.
Well, and you've got Walker Little, who without the tackle injury, some would say was winning one of the guard battles. You got 3 for 2 if that's the case.
Okay,
right? And that's without Macari.
Who's playing right tackle?
Van Lannen, I'm assuming.
Well, is he going to be there
game
not
one?
Today?
I don't know. If he's not, then you have options there.
Then you have Walker Little, right?
Didn't they even move Cleveland out to right tackle a couple days ago?
They tried him.
He has played some of that in his career.
But I mean, I would just put Walker
Little. We got a lot of,
and
and this guy also fits that they got yesterday. We got a lot of move around guys that they all play guard and tackle. Yeah. Almost all of them. And some of them play guard and center.
Yeah. Well, they try to, I guess.
Well, but Tootin, hit a couple yesterday. Hit a couple, and it'd be interesting to see him before we make conclusions one way or the other. Let's see him play 5 or 6 games where he's getting 15 to 20 carries, and then we'll see what that ceiling is that they're hoping for.
Best ability is availability. Got to stay healthy. Tough position. Get nicked up a lot. Not a big dude. Thick, but not a big guy. But game breaker. Got speed. So, hopefully, but the Rodriguez kid too. I like, again, I'll be curious to see. You kind of get the feeling I get the feeling. I don't know if you get the feeling that they want Tootin to win.
Yeah, I get that from a lot of different angles. Yeah. And I think that's always been personally. I think Rodriguez would be allowed to compete week to week, and if he's just like, slaying it, I guess he could be put in as a starter. But I think that they saw something. You kind of hear it with our conversations with Fred too. At least recognize there's a certain skill that you only have, and that's that speed that he has. We haven't let that showcase itself yet. Can he get out in the flat like Bijan or Jahmyr Gibbs and just run away from guys? It's going to imagine doing that week 1, how much the entire outlook is going to change.
We'll go to break with a little bit of baseball stat news for you. This is for our friends from the great Northwest.
The Braves have lost 5 out of 6?
The Mariner fans.
Oh.
And there are many of them who listen to this program. In fact, what I hear is that Seattle is one of our highest out-of-state listenerships on the app. Did you know that?
He's the reason you listen.
I did know that, but it's very competitive.
Thank you. Yeah, but apparently the great state of Washington is
Prosser,
somewhat...
Washington. I mean, we've talked to them in the morning. It's the one town it's named after, I think it was my
great uncle.
It was like great grandfather, led a whole band of, pioneers out that way.
Henry.
I'd have to look at the name. I think it was a little more old school.
Ezra.
Could have been Ezra. Nehemiah or Esther.
Nehemiah is a good one. In August of 04, Ichiro had...
Obadiah.
In August of 04, 1 month, Obadiah is good. Ichiro had 56 hits in 1 month.
That's a lot.
Cal Raleigh has 52 hits this year.
What?
Yeah. He's coming off a year where he hit 60 home runs, as you know. He's hitting 158 this year. Strikeout rate over 32%. In May, Cal Raleigh went 0 for 34. He's currently tied for the 3rd worst single-season batting average in the history of Major League Baseball, I think with Placido Polanco. Minimum 350 plate appearances. The only 2 players below him played more than 100 years ago. 54 times in baseball history, a player has hit 50 home runs in a season. Not one of them has ever followed it up with an OPS below 704 until now. It's unbelievable. Anyway.
It was, and this is Colonel to you, friend, Colonel William Farrand Prosser founded Prosser, Washington after a decorated career in the Civil War.
Yeah, William Farrand also, a lot of people don't know this, he once killed a bear and slept in it for the winter.
He did, yes.
Yeah.
That was also based on him.
Yeah.
That was, to this day, my biggest disconnect.
He slept in a bear.
From American cinema.
Yeah.
I think that is the worst movie that has ever been subjected on me for 2.5 hours
Longer than
of
that.
watching a guy crawl around with a bear injury.
Yeah, a bear.
It was just terrible.
Slept in a bear.
A bear tore his behind.
It was terrible. He tore his A up.
That was a beat down.
9 o'clock Nasty's coming up next. It's a custom tree surgeon. Anything nasty happens on your property, they're there to fix it real quick. Always leave it better than it looked. They're never messy. You've had people come out before and there's this and that. Nah, they're the best at what they do. They're custom tree surgeons. CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
You don't want to do that.
Oh, but I do. Where fun and games are serious business.
What are you prepared to do?
He's crazy. We gotta stop him. 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
One thing I've learned about living in the Sunshine State for a lot of years, man, keeping a great lawn, it ain't easy. It takes work. You want to eat up your weekends? That's you. Hicken here. Let topdressing.com do the heavy lifting like I did, and they do it. Their team shows up. They core the yard, apply their proven organic bio-compost top dressing for long-lasting results. Secret sauce, baby, and it works. Gets those roots stronger. That means a healthier lawn with less work for you. In fact, none. It's simple, it's professional, and it works. Give them a call. Check them out. 888-850-1850. 888-850-1850. Or just visit topdressing.com. Oh, yeah. The green machine. Topdressing.com.
At Beard's Diamonds, diamonds are what we do best.
But did you know Beards is also Jacksonville's source for the latest fashion jewelry for every occasion? Exquisite designer pieces, all new creations, the latest trends.
We've seen yellow gold be very, very popular right now. So the very dainty is in right now as far as the little huggy earrings.
Ben Lupo and his father John are also seeing a big increase in demand for colored stones.
Colored stones are extremely popular right now. People like something different.
Sapphire, ruby, and emerald, which we have a great selection of in the store, whether it be pendants, necklaces, earrings.
So if you're looking for an anniversary gift, a push present, or a just because gift, don't go to one of those corporate chain jewelers. Get more selection, higher quality, and better value at Beards.
When you walk in the door at Beards, you are paying less for a higher quality item, and it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee.
And don't forget, Beards now has an incredible selection of luxury pre-owned Rolex watches, all the hard-to-find models. Beards Diamonds, Jacksonville's locally owned jeweler for over 4 decades, in the St. John's Town Center.
He had 2 of the NFL's fastest feet. Find out how fast Fred feels about what's happening on the field. Fred Taylor joins Dan and Jeff on The Drill, Monday mornings at 8:30. Brought to you by Epstein & Robbins DUI Defense Firm and Wingstop.
Hey, gang, you might be aware credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payment, so they're getting nowhere. But here's what many homeowners don't realize. That use the equity in your home. You can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash, and with Loan Pronto's rapid equity loan, you can pay off your credit cards, your existing HELOC, your car loans, get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved, saved over $1,500 a month. And here's the best part with Loan Pronto. You can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto. 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. That's 904-999-1508 or loanpronto.com.
At Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville, care starts with listening, one-on-one consultations, clear answers, and a plan built around you. Our orthopedic surgeons, sports medicine physicians, and rehabilitation specialists work together to treat injuries, manage chronic pain, and restore strength and mobility. From your first check-in to your personalized treatment plan, everything is designed to help you move forward with confidence. Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville, expert care, improving lives.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Storm season is here, and at JEA, we're on it. We work year-round to strengthen our electric, water, and sewer systems, making them more storm-resistant. Trees are trimmed around power lines to help reduce outages caused by falling debris. Plus, our online outage map and the MyJEA app make it easier than ever to report and monitor outages. So no matter what this storm season brings, we're ready to respond, restore, and keep you informed every step of the way. Learn more and see how you can prepare at JEA.com.
Kicking here, or maybe you should call me Dreamfinders Danny. Look what Dreamfinders is doing again, an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down the rate and get in the game. You heard me right, a 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in ready homes. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Amco Transmissions. Jacoby Myers continues to impress head coach Liam Cohen.
He's so quarterback friendly. He understands concepts, I think, different than most receivers.
3 Gators got preseason respect. Jaden Bob, Vernell Brown III, and Jaden Woods all landed on the coach's all-SEC teams. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 9:09, it's 80 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned because the 9 o'clock Nasty is coming up next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. nasty time.
Naughty girls need love.
Yes, they do.
So a glass half full of sunny optimism. Just glad to have a team that's in the thick of it and give me reason to watch or not watch as we head down the stretch. But if you're keeping count, the Braves just got swept by the Twins, so that's probably not good. They lost 5 of their last 6 while the Phillies have won 6 in a row. The lead is now down to 4.5 games in the National League East. They'll do a little quick stopover today at Chicago to take on the White Sox while the Phillies take the day off. But then here's the 9 o'clock nasty for Braves reality. They'll go to Chicago. After today in Chicago, they'll either lead the Phillies by 4 or 5.
Okay.
Depending if they win. Phillies don't play. Then they've got 3 at Milwaukee, and they'll come home and play 3 against the Dodgers.
Ooh. Dicey.
What are you going to do in those? And by the way, in that same period, I'm just going to take a look at what the Phillies have. I think they have the Cardinals next, which is no layup. St. Louis is playing pretty good. The Phillies will play the Cardinals at home 3, and then they go to Seattle for 3. So, advantage Phillies there. And then they got 3 at the Angels. A big series with the Braves, first week of September. That could be the passing of the baton if my club doesn't get something going.
Oh, it'd be too much to dream of.
Just can't hit.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
But gotta be
I just
fun.
want to get in the. I got to be honest. I want to win the division. I'd like to hang a banner. If not, just get back in the playoffs for a year and let's reboot, I guess. So anyway, enough about them.
Yeah. A.J. Brown and the New England Patriots had a scrimmage, not a joint practice.
He lit them up
with the Philadelphia Eagles. So it's funny you say that. He lit them up. First play I saw, he dropped one that was with Quinyon Mitchell covering him. Was right.
That was his only one. 6 for 7 on his targets, and he missed that one. But he
I
also.
don't know why they have such a hard time like being honest about stuff, though. Like A.J. Brown said, and Jalen Hurts. I've got a lot of love for him and always have. Hurts said, echoing Brown's sentiments.
Right. Have you talked to him?
No, they don't even talk.
Same thing.
They don't like each. I don't like. I just. I just need a change of scenery, man. Me and Jalen were jiving on the field. It just wasn't there. I thought I should have got the ball more. He obviously had great success, so I didn't want to be here anymore. So I want to go somewhere where I'm, used where I think I should be used as much as I can, and hopefully this will work out.
Same thing.
I don't know what to tell you guys.
That's it. I mean,
It's that simple.
I saw this exact same scene at an NBA press conference last week when Jaylen Brown was introduced with the Sixers.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum, a lot of love. We won a championship. Have you talked to him since trade? No. Well, there you go. I mean, you're not close if you haven't even spoken since.
No, you can be cordial. That's
sure,
fine.
Happy for him, or bro, I didn't have anything to do with it. I wish you were.
I mean, I would say this too to Philadelphia. Are you telling me when A.J. Brown got traded, there wasn't a good?
It seemed that way,
right? I mean, doesn't it feel that way? This is your guy. What do you think? Am I wrong?
No, you ain't wrong.
Okay.
No, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, I just think, in Philly, it was like, okay, it's used up. Time to go. Let's go get him out of here. He's detrimental to the team, and football's the ultimate team game.
And he's the ultimate. He plays the ultimate diva position. There's no position that's divas like wide receiver.
No doubt. No doubt. I mean, I love Keenan McCardell. Legendary stories about Keenan in the 90s.
Always open.
Always back to the huddle talking to Mark. Always. I mean, they want the ball. I get it, man. It's their livelihood. It's their job. And if they think they're open in the NFL, damn sure somebody better be throwing them the ball that way.
But, I mean, if they can make the play, though, when they have the ball, then get them the ball.
Yeah.
Like, what Keyshawn say? Throw me the damn ball.
Yeah, to a point, though.
Yeah, it got to make sense.
To a point.
It got to make sense, bro. I can't throw the ball to you.
I mean, I feel
20 times a game.
I feel like Brian Thomas Jr. went through some of that here last year.
I'll tell you who I would throw it to if I were the quarterback, and it'd be simple as that. The guy who's designing the play, if he's open, that's where I'm going. Hey, coach has made a play for a reason. He's open. I'm throwing it to him.
Yeah.
And if he's not, I'm going to start throwing to the guy who's always open. Hey, man, this guy's always – but, Keenan's argument is I am. I get it. But when you got two that might be always open, as good as Kenny was, he wasn't Jimmy. He wasn't Jimmy good.
No.
Jimmy had that extra.
That turbo.
Yeah.
Turbo.
Yeah. Which of these two things do you guys think there'll ever be a back-to-back-to-back Super Bowl champ?
3?
3 in a row? Oof.
Yeah. Never say never.
Yeah. Never had one.
Yeah.
Had a lot of good teams, a lot of good dynasties. Very hard to do the way parity is set up.
Hard to do, man.
I mean, you look at some of the great players and teams that never even been to a Super Bowl.
Oh, let's not do that.
No, it'd be hard to imagine them going back to back to back.
Yeah.
How unlikely do you how likely? Like, do you think it'll happen in your lifetime?
Like Green Bay won the first 2.
Yeah.
So
There have
they
been a
had
lot
chance
of
right off
teams
the
have had
rip.
chances. A lot.
Miami.
There have been probably 8, 10 opportunities to do it.
Have teams made 3 in a row? Yes, right?
I think so. Well,
Kansas City made 3 in a row,
Well,
didn't
at
they?
least winning 2 in a row, that's enough to give you the chance.
Kansas City had a chance. They got hammered by Philly.
Well, I think New England not have the
did,
chance?
for sure.
They had to.
Yeah, New England. New England beat Atlanta, lost to Philly, and beat the Rams.
Yeah.
So win, loss, win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so, and these are really good teams with awesome quarterbacks. Hall of Fame guys.
Yeah.
But the Broncos won back to back. Dallas has. Pittsburgh has a couple of times.
Yeah.
So there have been a number.
Niners.
There have been a number of teams that have won the back to back. Can you win 3 in a row? I mean, you want to say yeah?
You say Steelers?
Yeah,
Steelers.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
You say yeah, but I mean, we're 60. How many Super Bowls in?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Because the other question I had, and no one's.
Well, they always said no, and this is different, but it never synced up where the home team,
won
in
the
their
Super Bowl.
stadium.
It's happened now.
Has it happened more than once? I think it has.
Didn't the Rams do it?
Rams and Tampa.
Rams and Tampa both did it. Yeah.
So.
Because here's why I ask. I think if I had phrased a question like this, you'd have said it's a no-brainer answer.
Okay.
More likely that the NFL will have a 17-0 team, or the NFL will have a back-to-back-to-back Super Bowl champion. I think your instincts tell you back-to-back-to-back Super Bowl champions more likely, but it's actually the 17-0 that's happened a couple of times in the Super Bowl era. Miami did it through a postseason, and New England did it in a regular season.
You get to 18 games, man. I mean, that's
I get it. I wouldn't predict 17.
Yeah.
I'd say this in a long way.
Have we had a 16-1 or just 15-2 since 17?
Oh, since 7?
Since the 17
the Patriots went 17-0.
No, that was 16-0.
No, that year with Randy Moss.
Yeah, they went
17-0
and
and lost
like
to the Super Bowl.
19-0 to the Super Bowl.
And lost to
they
the Giants, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right?
They've had that
regular
long?
season.
Yeah.
Just an undefeated total season. It's still only been the Dolphins, but then they played 14, so that got them to 17. I'm pretty sure that it was already a 17 game schedule.
When did they go to 17?
What, or maybe it was. I'm saying I'm remembering it as 17. I don't know. Maybe 17.
I thought it was.
Was it that long ago? Hick may be right. Maybe I was a 16 game schedule and they went 16-0. Because that was Tom Coughlin beat them. That was forever ago. And the 17 game schedule is 2020, isn't it? Or
the Detroit Lions and Kansas City Chiefs are tied for the best record with 17 games at 15-2.
Yeah, so that was the 16 game schedule.
Yeah.
When did they change? That was like late 2000, like 18, 19. When did we go to the?
Yeah, 2007 New England Patriots finished the regular season 16-0.
When did they go to the 17 game season?
Y'all don't come at me with that.
Buddy, they won 18, 19 games in a row. They won playoff games.
I understand.
Yeah, that undefeated regular season. So,
but nobody's gone 17.
No,
nobody's gone. My question was, has anyone even gone 16-1? The answer is no.
That's correct. Yeah,
we got 16, 2 15-2.
But they have gone 16-0, which is better than 16-1. But in the 17 game schedule, they have not played it.
My point is, you're playing an extra game, and then you're going to go to 18. And it's going to be even more hard to do it.
Agreed. I don't think either would happen.
2021 is when they went to
2020. Yes,
games.
it's been relatively recently.
2021. Yeah.
All right. CBS Sports is predicting every team's first loss.
Oh.
So how far? Like, when do you think it's going to come? Week 6
for the Jags?
No, for anyone. Like, what will the longest start be? I mean, it could be 3, bro.
I haven't looked at schedules,
by week 4, your best record could be 3-1.
Yeah,
it's hard to win.
Very rarely does it go.
Well, I'll just go down. These are the teams they say lose week 1.
Okay.
So this is like a survivor
Half
pool.
of them.
Better not be on that list.
We won't be.
I can't imagine. The only idiot, that Connor Orr.
Yeah, that's what I say that. Yeah.
Yeah, Connor Orr there at SI was a bad call. Anyway.
Connor Orr.
They got the teams that lose their first game. Patriots at the Seahawks.
Okay.
Niners against the Rams. Bucks at the Bengals. Saints. Browns.
There you go.
Jets, Colts, Ravens.
They probably have us losing week 2, though.
I bet you they do.
Yeah.
Commanders, Cardinals, Giants, Broncos losing week 1 at the Chiefs, so they especially will
definitely
now.
have problems.
Teams that will lose their first game week 2. Bengals, Jaguars, Lions, Titans, Raiders, Steelers. Teams that lose their first game week 3. Chargers, Eagles, Cowboys, Rams. Teams that lose their, teams that will lose their first game in week 4. At this point, we still have 6 undefeated teams. We have all of them making it out of week 4. So Week 5, teams that lose their first game week 5. So the best they make is 4-0.
Okay.
Bears,
Bears.
Bills.
Bills got the Texans for. Bills have a tough schedule. If they go 4-0, they'll be in great
I hope
shape.
they are, because that means the Texans are picking up some L's, or that L. Teams that will lose their first game in week 6. So these are the 5-0 starts. Seahawks at the Broncos, Packers against the Cowboys. Well, this is interesting, and this is the highest level I've seen this team projected. Teams that lose their first game in week 7. Chiefs. 6-0 start?
No.
At the Seahawks. There's the one team left. They lose their first game in week 8 at Buffalo, the Baltimore Ravens.
Wow.
They love the Ravens. They've stayed consistent on that one.
Before we go to break, Adam Schefter. Schechter.
Okay.
Says, and this is the absurdity of dollars in sports category, and it is everywhere. And we've talked about it 4 times today with the Dodgers, with college football. Here's another one. The Las Vegas Raiders are eyeing improvements to Allegiant Stadium, home of Super Bowl 63. On the agenda later today for the Vegas Stadium Authority, a $158 million improvement to the stadium's north entry, which will create a new front door for the stadium, including a pedestrian deck, public plaza, event deck, and other transportation improvements. The Raiders are seeking $75 million from LVSA, Las Vegas Sports Authority, which would come from an existing taxpayer fund allocated to the Allegiant Stadium-related improvements and will privately fund the remainder. When did they build the stadium?
2
years ago?
It hadn't been long.
Are you bleeping me? This is the drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
He's got your favorite college football coach on speed dial. Matt Haynes.
We're playing pretty hard. We just got to stop that inside back.
Weekdays noon to 2.
On XL Primetime.
Got the ball in the end zone.
On 1010XL.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at KeyBuickGMC.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Hey, gang, the investment landscape is always changing. New rules, new regulations, new opportunities. But at ITP Partners, one thing stays constant, man. Our commitment to your financial future. Man, it gets better and better with ITP. They might consolidate your accounts, roll over an old 401k, help you maximize your pension programs. Your financial journey gets simple and smart with ITP. And those partners, man, Janice Cobb, Dan Abel, Reagan Wright, Reed Wingate, Chris Bryan, and Jeff Hartman, nobody better. Your personalized investment strategy built on trust, transparency, and experience. It's summertime now. Get that money in motion and let it work. Let them work. Let ITP Partners help you pursue your financial goals. They're stable, strategic, secure. They're constantly working to be your financial partners for life. Registered representatives offering securities offered through Cetera Wealth Services, LLC, member FINRA SIPC, and advisory services offered through Blue Horizon Equity, Inc.
When it comes to towing products, your safety is the priority at Cannons of Jacksonville. Cannons has decades of experience to ensure your towing setup is installed with precision and reliability. Visit cannonsofjacks.com, your trusted partner for a smoother tow.
I insist on complete honesty.
You can chime in anytime on the 1010XL text line.
Installed by Lifetime Flooring.
If you have something to say to me, I wish you would just say it.
Share your opinion. Are you nuts? What? 641-1010.
It's crazy.
Hey, gang, Hicken here. You know I've been using Zero Res for years now. Heck, I used a couple other guys way back when. Even tried to do-it-yourself cleaning. Learned real quick that ain't for us. With Zero Res, the zero residue carpet cleaner leaves your carpets truly clean with no dirt-attracting soaps or harsh chemicals. And they're affordable. This month, get 3 rooms starting at $119 plus a free hallway for the remainder of the month. Call 287-5727 or visit ZeroResJacksonville.com and ask for the 1010XL special.
Zero Res.
It's tune-up time, and Florida Home AC, the official AC partner of the Jaguars, wants to partner with you for a cool summer season. Tune up your AC unit right now so it's running at peak performance when you need it most. Just call 777-4300 and order a tune-up for just $59. Keep your unit humming at optimal level. Log on to FloridaHomeAC.com and take advantage of their savings. Keep cool with Florida Home AC. That's 777-4300.
What was the original name of The Who? The answer coming right up.
Just letting your homeowner's insurance renew each year may cost you money. Shop around and you may find a better plan. Let Southern Oak Insurance give you an option at southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
The original name of The Who. High numbers.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
All that matters is what happens on Sundays. How many times have we heard that from the Jacksonville Jaguar front office brass? So when I see headlines like this, I got to kind of say, well, come on, guys. James Gladstone faces major pressure amid Jacksonville Jaguars' bold offseason moves. Oh, does he? Is there major pressure after a 13-4 year? James Gladstone is part of the turnaround here. Now, you may say, hey, Liam Cohen, and we may say Liam Cohen took some players. Where are the superstars? I don't know, but he's got a team that won 13-4 and won the AFC South. That hasn't happened around here very often. Let's see how 2026 progresses. And that's your Duval Minute. Brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Lift Power, always on the look for experienced lift truck and dock-and-door technicians in the Jacksonville area. Benefits out of this world, paid training, sign-on bonus, 401k, company vehicle. Lift Power, always voted one of the best places to work year in, year out in Jacksonville, FLA. Rapidly growing, been around Jacksonville for 50-plus years. Family-owned and operated, man. Great people over there. You can be part of the family. Let this opportunity, don't let it slip by. You can learn a lot more if you go to liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com. All right, welcome back to the program. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM. Rocking and rolling through a Thursday, having a good time doing it, enjoying it with you guys.
Dan, as you know, you well know, the Jaguars organization spreads beyond what we enjoy on Sunday afternoons. And I can remember when we first talked about the concept of getting an NFL team, some of the other great things that come along with it, right? And the Jaguars have done such a great job on a variety of efforts off the field and a number of engagement areas. Right now we're going to be joined by Adriel Roca. Apparently, it's Adriel first.
He's Mr. High School with the Jaguars. He's the vice president of community impact and football development, I believe, is the correct title. Adriel, did I get that right?
All kinds of official terms there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's correct.
Yes. Thanks for taking the time. I mean, you guys have made a huge commitment to high school football. I mean, listen, it's not just the guys either. You guys do so much with the girls and flag football. So
7-on-7.
Yeah, just talk about why you do it, the growth of it, and just an exciting time for you and your and the way you guys impact the community.
Yeah, there's not too many regions that can say they have an NFL market, and we want our community to feel that impact. We want to be able to give back and provide pathways to these athletes. We know it starts with their coaches and their parents first, but anything we can do to elevate their experiences and create core memories is what we're all about.
Now you've got plenty of experience. You work for the Saints and the Tulane, the Pelicans, the Orange Bowl. What is it that makes Jacksonville unique for you and to you?
And it was such a great opportunity to be able to come over here and join the team for this role. I had some great experiences in the past, and I always learned a lot from those that gave me an opportunity. But I think Jacksonville just gave us, there's no football like Florida football. I think the opportunity just to be in this market, our region goes so far, expands out to Destin, all the way down to that Orlando, Gainesville area. So it's just been great to be able to meet a lot of coaches. There's a lot of history here, a lot of great athletes, and I think I've been here now long enough to where I'm seeing some of those athletes make it up to the NFL or do big things in college. So that's very rewarding.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I know that you guys do a lot of different things with Players of the Week and such, but you also have a Coach of the Week program. Tell us a little bit about that. And I think you're changing it up a little bit this year. What's going on with that?
Yes, sir. So a few years back when we partnered with Whataburger in this space, we wanted to kind of elevate the experience, the content, and the impact of what Coach of the Week was. We didn't want it to be the standard, just send us a picture in and let us just, honor them based off of the small specific things. So the last few years, the winner of Game of the Week has been our Coach of the Week. And but now with some of those games kind of being every single year, we wanted to open up the grant money to other coaches that were deserving as well. So when you win Coach of the Week with the Jaguars and Whataburger, you get a $1,500 grant check to your program, and you get tickets to a game, recognition on social media. So the change is we're moving away from if you win Game of the Week, you're no longer Coach of the Week. Game of the Week will still continue to move forward, but Coach of the Week is now open to the public to submit nominations. So whether it's the school administration, athletes themselves, people in the community, it gives us a chance to kind of open it up and reward other coaches.
Hick, you mentioned the high school and the active engagement with the Jaguars. I'll tell you an area where they're not just bystander play along, and that's when it comes to youth and flag football development. The Jags have been kind of the forward thinkers, haven't you? Adriel, when it's come to flag football, I believe the Jags were the first to officially endorse one of the 7-on-7 brands. Again, just talk about how important flag football is in growing football fans for one, and also, flag football and the quarterback play that has trickled up, through the years. It's also become a very skilled youth sport.
Yeah, and on the just recently, I put together kind of like a pathway to prove to senior leadership about what we're doing in flag football, and I think London Jenkins kind of shows that. She's someone that was a part of our girls flag preseason classic, some of our local events, and now she's all the way up on the Olympic team. Her and another local girl are playing for Nebraska this next fall. So it just shows you how much the game has grown over the last few years, and if we do our part and provide them the opportunities, they'll be able to kind of go to the highest level just straight from Jacksonville. And on the boys' side, our 14U team won the national championship last year. We were there at the semifinals this past year. And the hope is to continue to get the boys excited and interested. And you mentioned 7-on-7, and we are the first club to kind of jump into that 7-on-7 travel space. And that's been a huge help for us in getting some of these boy flag football athletes interested in competing in 12U, 14U, and some of those age ranges. So it's important to the game, and we appreciate the opportunity.
Is that the bottom line? That's almost something that goes beyond Jaguar affiliation. That's just supporting and growing the game, right? The benefits of having vibrant flag football organization and sponsorship. It goes beyond even the teal and the black, it feels like.
Yeah, and you see it all over, especially in the girls' flag space right now with some of the local flag leagues, but on the boys' side as well. But in the 7-on-7, just providing opportunities. Some of these kids are going to create lifelong friends, core memories. Some of my best friends are from when I started playing tackle football when I was in 4th grade. So we just want to be able to create those memories, those experiences, and hopefully, the Jamie Frenches, the Drake Stubbs, some of these players that are in college that were a part of those first flag football teams that we put together, it's going to be exciting to watch them when they get drafted or have their big day because, we feel a part of their journey, even if it's a small part.
Well, thanks for all you do for the community, Adriel. I think it's terrific. I love the commitment that the Jags have, and we definitely feel it. I had a son go through the high school back when you guys were first starting and the 7v7 stuff, and a lot of fun, a lot of good competition. It was always great to be out there and be part of it. So appreciate you, my man.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate the opportunity, and thank you again.
All right. Have a
There he
great
goes.
day. Yeah. That's Adriel. Excuse me, Roca, who joins us right there on the hotline now. E, where are we? We
got to take a break.
Are we? Do we?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Why do we always end up with less time than we need? Have you ever wondered that?
I don't know. It's not because we're good.
I was going to say it really doesn't
No.
speak to any sort of talent or
No.
content. It's just
we screw it up.
messiness, isn't
Yeah,
it? It's just messy, sloppy.
A lot of people.
Okay.
A lot of people say it's E's fault.
Yeah.
But I don't.
No, I think we take ownership there.
Yeah.
That's fair. Back with
He
more
can't.
next.
He can't control us. We're a couple of wild horses.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Feel the roar of the Jaguars. Preseason tune-up number 2 brings the Jags back to the bank. The Carolina Panthers, Friday night at 7:30 on the home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. 1010XL.
Frank Francie here. The deals at Nimnik Buick GMC have never been better. This month, save up to $16,000 off a new GMC Sierra truck, the kind I drive, and I love it. Or save more than $6,000 on a new Buick SUV. Plus, 0% financing for 60 months is now available. With the largest selection of new Buicks and GMCs in the region, why would you go anywhere else? Shop online at NimnikBuickGMC.com or head to the showroom off Phillips Highway. Great prices, great interest rates. Who takes care of you? Really takes care of you? Nobody but Nimnik. GMC, we are professional grade.
Bueller, stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal. Hey, Jason, I'm glad your technician could come look at my air conditioner on Monday. You guys were crazy busy.
Mondays are always crazy. What happened?
Oh, stupid AC started making a funny noise Friday night, so I had to put up with it all weekend before I could call you Monday morning.
Why didn't you call on Saturday or Sunday?
What? And leave a message for who knows when?
We answer the phone all weekend, and we can have a crew dispatched right away.
You can?
We have expert crews on call all weekend long. And if they're on call, they'd actually like to work.
You mean I could have called on Friday and had it fixed on Saturday?
Or called on Sunday and had it fixed on Sunday.
For the same price as always?
Same as Monday to Friday. We have the same world-class service at the same prices 7 days a week.
Really?
If you call on the weekend, your problem gets fixed on the weekend.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Hey, gang, Hickett here. I've been using Zero Res for years now. Heck, I used a couple other guys way back when. Even tried to do it yourself cleaning. Yeah, that ain't for the Hickens. Trust me on that. With Zero Res, man, that's the way to go. A couple reasons why. You get the Zero Residue Carpet Cleaner. Leaves your carpets truly clean. No dirt attracting soaps or harsh chemicals. Plus, they're affordable, man. This month, for example, you get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $129. Call them, 287-5727, 287-5727, or just visit ZeroResJacksonville.com. Ask for the 1010XL special. They'll take great care of you. Zero Res. Spell it forward, spell it backwards. Zero Res. It's the right way to clean.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyoublow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is now offering ortho walk-in appointments. If you have an immediate need for orthopedic care, contact Southeast Orthopedic Specialist immediately. Avoid ERs and urgent care waiting rooms. For more information, go to se-ortho.com.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Lauren Brooks here. Game days are back in Duval, and Closets by Design is ready to make your home a championship space. That's right, Closets by Design does way more than custom closets. They can transform your man cave to wow your friends when they come over to watch the Teal and Black. Schedule a free in-home consultation or schedule a tour of their amazing showroom on Phillips Highway by calling 904-878-9393. Plus, get 40% off, an extra 15% off, and free installation. ClosetByDesign.com.
What defines a hero? Dedication, loyalty, courage. Every day at AMCO, we serve heroes. For over 60 years, we've repaired and maintained the most critical public service vehicles. From complex transmissions to simple brake jobs with flexible financing and the extra safety precautions we need. The heroes we serve don't all wear uniforms. They're people like you. At AMCO, we're proud to serve all of you. AA MCO.
Money tight? We can finance almost anybody. Find the AMCO transmissions nearest you at amcojacksonville.com.
Firefighters, paramedics, police officers, they take care of us, and at AMCO, we're proud to take care of them. For over 60 years, we've repaired and maintained the most critical public service vehicles. As an essential business, we work on every kind of car repair with flexible financing and extra safety precautions. Essential, reliable, trusted. That's the men and women who are there for us, and it's our honor to be there for them. AA MCO.
Family owned and operated in Jacksonville, Orange Park, St. Augustine, and St. Mary's, Georgia. AMCO Transmissions and Total Car Care.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
Nice. Enjoyed that.
That wasn't golden. That was a brown moment.
It's a golden moment. For sure. We had a lot of, I thought the golden moment is just the rave reports from what we saw in the joint practices yesterday, right? Now, there's a little bit of mixed reporting coming out of what we saw in New Orleans, but yesterday you could just check down the list. Travis Hunter was locking down. Trevor has been hot. BTJ continues to have a great camp. He had a great day yesterday. We saw the tight ends. We didn't really talk about them. Both of them flashed, had touchdowns. Borchester and Koziol, the rookie tight ends. Something else that we saw a lot of that we're going to see this year is 4 quarterbacks on the field at the same time. You know, we didn't see that. That might even earn further discussion, but the way they played. So, yeah, golden moment, just how they seemed to perform, and even according to their coaches' comments in yesterday's joint session.
I just wonder what he's going to do on Friday night now. You know, if he had such a good practice, I think he may not play those guys again.
He intimated that as well,
Yeah.
or at least softened, he backed off a little bit of this assertion that they would play. 'Cause that's the impression we got earlier in the week. So, good on the Jags. But, yeah, he's got a really good camp. Jarian Jones had a really good camp.
Yeah.
It seems like I've seen his name come up a lot, and I watched him make plays. And it feels like with Jones and Monteric Brown, Jordan Lewis, and Travis Hunter, that their best defense is going to include those 4 on the field in passing situations.
Right.
Which, is that really that big of a leap? I mean, Jordan Lewis is a slot corner anyway. I guess you're saying Jarian Jones is going to be a hybrid?
Yeah, it'll be...
I mean, at the end of the day, you put 4 corners. One of them's going to be playing. It's a safety. I mean, there's not going to be more than 3 receivers normally.
Well, we know. Listen, I mean,
or what we're used to calling a safety.
Yeah.
It would just be. But Antonio Johnson's got great versatility. I mean, who sits if you keep the 4 corners? I guess the linebacker. That's what it is. You just probably Foyer and all those guys.
Yeah.
Or Ventrell and all those guys.
Yeah. Yeah. They got to find a way to get sacks.
Yeah.
So however they do it, they got to find a way to get sacks. And hopefully Trayvon and Josh can have better years in terms of not just pressures, but sacks. Trayvon stays healthy. I'm pretty sure if Trayvon Walker plays 17 games, he's going to get you, 8 to 10 sacks. Well, that's what he seems to be, which is pretty good. Josh Hines-Allen has the potential, obviously. We've seen him do it, get 17 and a half. If those guys can combine for 25 and then you can pick up 20 from other dudes, now you're cooking.
I've had a good year.
And what can Campanile do in terms of design and pressures and blitzing to add to that, to find 5 to 10 of those because of great design play?
It's easy to get lazy and attribute the success that these Jaguars have in these rosters and note how many are carryovers from previous regimes, but it's just really, it's not accurate at all when you really consider position groups. Look how much better the position group receiver is this year compared to last. Mm-hmm. Look how much better the cornerback room is than a year ago. Tyson Campbell, then replaced by... Who would they?
Who did we get? Number 6.
Newsome. You know, Newsom and Monteric Brown. I mean, you know, Jordan Lewis hurt half the time last year, but just even from the starting point, having Travis Hunter as that lockdown corner over there is such a big improvement over the defense from a year ago. And the point I was going to get to is maybe you get that extra half second. You're not going to be able to, quarterbacks have to hold that ball a little extra half second. Guys aren't open. You're not willing to give up a quick throw all the time because you have the actual, the athlete with the coverage skills to play a little tighter.
Yeah.
A little more aggressive.
Pretty side note here. Pretty good performance by Kinley Rasmus in the Little League World Series. Kinley is a young lady, and she can sling it.
Okay.
So I think she tied Monet Davis for the most strikeouts in the game last night. Pitches for Alabama. You know the name Rasmus. She's the niece.
Colby Rasmus?
Of Colby Rasmus.
What's he, like an O-lineman?
Former MLB center fielder.
That's close.
And right on it. Colby led Phoenix City to Williamsport in 1999, the team's last appearance. He's an assistant coach for the team. His brother, Case Rasmus.
It's his daughter, you said?
It's his niece. Is the head coach of the team. Case played 4 seasons in minor league ball, and his son is on the team with Kinley. So the Rasmus family, no stranger to the Little League World Series, and Kinley will try to lead this team to its first ever championship.
There are a lot of little leagues in America that have one girl in their league who's an all-star level player. We had an incredibly talented Little League association when my kids were coming up through it. And what's the young girl's name? She ended up gravitating towards softball ultimately, but she played through like 10 or 11 and was a pitcher, an all-star pitcher. Oh, God, Kelsey Chisholm, who went off to play, played at Bartram and then went off to play at Georgia Tech, which has now been many, many moons ago.
They also had a walk-off home run last night by this New Jersey kid. He's a stud, but he might have went throat slash twice, rounding the bases.
Again,
I don't know the rules. Could lead to an extension or a suspension, but I did see someone, I think it was his pops, chewing his ass after that.
Well, and this is where it does matter. This is why leagues don't allow things like that from players.
Right.
Because it just sends, you don't want little 8-year-olds running around giving the throat slash. Yeah, so that's why you see what you think at times. Because that's the influence you have. That kid didn't see it anywhere else. Where did he see it? He saw an athlete. It's what he saw. He saw either a basketball or a baseball or a football player.
And he also kind of looked at the other dugout when he did it, round and third.
What are we doing? What, do we want to gangster up now? I mean, what's going on?
Yeah. So, not a good idea. Not a good idea, that going forward. All right, we got to take a break. We'll make the turn for home when we come back. You want to do that?
We will. It's Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. Doing it better than everyone else. No job too big or too small. You will love what you get from Custom Tree Surgeons at CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care. Official dental partner of the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Looking for something different this weekend? Experience the 23rd Annual Jacksonville Tattoo Convention. Meet hundreds of talented tattoo artists, discover one-of-a-kind vendors and artisans, and explore the collector's alley packed with Pokemon, trading cards, sports memorabilia, comics, toys, collectibles. Bring the whole family, enjoy free parking, and take in a beautiful venue. Renaissance Resort at World Golf Village. Tickets are available at the door. For event details, schedules, and everything you need to know, visit setattoo.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Tom McManus here for Armstrong Fence Company, a locally owned First Coast business for nearly 20 years. Hurricane season is here. Don't wait for the first storm warning. Your Fence is your first line of defense. Loose boards, weak posts, or damage can turn into big problems when high winds come around. Armstrong Fence Company handles repairs and builds from stadiums to backyards. Get a pre-storm fence check today. Call Armstrong Fence Company or search online. Armstrong Fence Company. Yeah, we did the fence.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Multi-unit hair grafting is now available at IHRS and can give you 3 times more hair in one procedure over a traditional hair transplant.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
You can grow your hair back with this exclusive new procedure. Call now for your free evaluation and see if multi-unit hair grafting or PRP can restore your hair. Call 904-777-IHRS.
My bald spots are gone. Thanks, IHRS.
IHRS is the only clinic in the Southeast to offer all proven solutions to restore your hair and is now offering multi-unit hair grafting. One procedure, more hair.
You've got nothing to lose but more hair. I feel younger, I look younger, and who doesn't want to feel better about themselves?
This year, grow your hair back. Call for a free evaluation. Call IHRS 904-777-IHRS 777-4477.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's team time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Making the turn for home right here on the Drill on a Thursday. Things about to get crazy tomorrow and Friday, though, is what I understand.
Okay.
It really is. Like the boys say, since there's only 6 home games, tailgate starts tomorrow.
Yeah,
Oh,
good point.
boy.
Good point. Yeah, that's right. We got ball tomorrow.
Got ball tomorrow.
We got ball
Friday
right here in
night
Jacksonville,
ball.
Florida at the bank. Only one of 8. Ball this Friday and next Friday as we get going in the National Football League, week 2 of the preseason. Again, we'll see what he does. We'll see what Liam Cohen decides to do. I got a sneaking suspicion they may not play, but I could be wrong. So we'll see. Dan Campbell's telling everybody who will listen that the Lions window is not closed. Do you guys get that feeling?
I don't think it's closed.
You think the Lions?
Nah, not really.
I think I'm not. I don't scare them as much as they don't scare you as much as they did a couple of years ago. I think that's fair. You know, you've lost part of that dynamic that made you so good. You lost the offensive coordinator. You lost Montgomery. This, other side of that, thunder and lightning kind of backfield.
Yeah. They've got to find a way with the window open, and I don't know. I feel like Dan Campbell's still trying to prove himself, his coaching chops. He's done a great job, but, Ben Johnson, because of the success he's had in Chicago, seems to get a lot of credit for that. A lot of credit for
he should.
Detroit's success. So we shall see. E, play us out of here.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Hello, Tony.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Hearing that conversation there about what's happening with the window for the Lions, right? I was glanced up yesterday, I think it was, and I was watching ESPN have a conversation about what happens to the Bills and Josh Allen if they don't win a Super Bowl this year. And in my head, I was like, then they play the 27 season. What do you mean?
With the same expectations.
Right.
He's nowhere near. He just turned 30.
Right. I think we put a whole lot of weight in these kind of things, and it's like, well, they're still there.
I think the only legitimate or the most legitimate argument against the Lions window is just Jared Goff, who's starting to get a little older. I think, isn't he?
Yeah.
And by the way,
what's he, 33,
you can argue,
something like that now?
Look, you can't deny Dan Campbell's turning around of the Detroit Lions, but you could also argue if he weren't such a meathead doofus, they may have won a Super Bowl or gone to one.
Yeah.
He's not a good game day coach.
Or the way that people talk about the Super Bowl, it's like, well, yeah, you're good enough, you should win one now. It's like, that's not how it works.
Right. Ask the Bills, ask the Ravens.
Right. That's just not the natural progression of things. It's the team that was supposed to win the Super Bowl won the Super Bowl that year. Right? Because they won it.
Yeah.
That's how you know they were the Super Bowl team. They won the thing.
You lost at home to Washington, bro. You didn't even lose to one of the the Super Bowl team, as it were.
Yeah, and even as much as I love Jaguars fans, right? You don't deserve it just because you haven't had one yet.
Oh, well, that you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
You never deserve it until you win it.
No, you earn it.
and you earn the right to be more optimistic, which is where the process that the Jags
and the Jaguars are in that spot
That's
right
right.
now. You're allowed to be more optimistic about where they're going to be, right now with what you've dealt with historically, right? Like where they're at right now is amazing.
Yes, it's a
kind
rare
of territory
again,
for
and
them.
it sure feels like they've got a really good chance of ending that drought of not going to the playoffs in back-to-back years.
Yeah,
let's hope so. It's been
certainly hope
century.
so. It's going to be a major disappointment if they don't.
Fair.
I agree. What do you got cooking today?
We're going to be asking how much should they play? The starters coming up tomorrow night, and the question is circled around Trevor Lawrence. How much do you want to see him play?
Right.
In tomorrow night's game. But that's essentially a question for the starters. But Trevor specifically, I can understand a world where you'd put a bunch of the guys out there to play a little bit tomorrow, but not Trevor.
Right.
Me too.
Right? Like that would make some kind of sense to me. So we're asking the fans, just, kind of taking the temperature. How do you feel about it? It is funny, a little bit of the reaction we've already gotten on that is, fans that are like, I can remember not all that long ago when everyone thought he stinks.
Yeah.
Like there was a large portion of the fan base that thought Trevor was terrible. Why wouldn't they just play him the whole preseason game?
Yeah.
Where, like that kind of thing was going on. Now it does feel like the majority of the fan base is in the no. Like
I want to see.
I don't want to see it.
I want to see the starting running backs. I want to see them get carries in a game.
They should.
I want to see the defense
With whatever
Outside of that,
the
I don't-
5 are on the offensive line
whatever
right
they
now.
are, right now.
Yeah.
And I want to see the defense. I don't think there's any reason not to play them some, but with the receivers, you're going to see the young tight end, but Strange and the receivers, I don't.
You're
care.
not getting Parker.
Right.
So I don't have to see Brian tomorrow.
Right.
If he plays, I'll be like, okay. But
Cohen's point was a good one. You play. The reason I wanted to play my starters is because the continuity, getting used to playing together, and they're so disjointed right now. Are you really doing that?
yeah, do you trust it?
Yeah.
And you're not doing it next week against the Bucks. So tomorrow's it. If they're going to play him, it's going to be tomorrow.
All right.
Have a great show.
Thank you.
They're coming up next. That's Jaguars Today. It's been a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday on the drill. No job too big or too small. You can trust my friends at Custom Tree Surgeons.
Yo. Time to swerve.
The Drill.